of Guilty Gear Strive to get ourselves kicked off. Obviously, as we get deeper into the bracket, we will talk more about the fact that there is a qualifying spot as this is a platinum event for the Arc World Tour. But for now, we got to get through the nitty-gritty. Looks like we're going to have Sin versus Nagoriyuki to start us off. Explosive way to start the morning.
Yeah, this is going to be Red Dragon versus VeeRanger. As you mentioned, I mean, before the stream started, we were looking through the standings, and I'm really surprised that some of the names that haven't officially qualified yet, you know, these world circuits are rough stuff, man.
No, they definitely are. Things start to add up, but that's okay. Getting ourselves started again. Pools as our first match. Nagoriyuki and Sin, two characters very good at brute forcing their approach when it comes to whatever they choose to take on this one. We'll see how it goes between them.
Just going to be forcing themselves upon each other here, and we'll see which of these players are ready to go. And you know what? I always say this, you know, obviously this is the first match in pools and stuff like that. You know, as commentators are like, okay, this is the first match. Let's get ready. Let's get all in the groove. But the players, man, like,
dude,
being the first people to play, not only just at the 10 a.m. earliest pools, but to do it on stream.
It's different for sure. Plus, I mean, like, even considering that, just thinking about the level of play that you have to deal with in pools, that's one of the most unique things about the FGC in its current state is that the ceiling is higher than it's ever been. The player base, the community at large in every game is way better than they once were.
Yeah, I mean, there used to always be that whole thing of like, you know, you'd go to EVO and as a commentator, you know, the 10 a.m. pools, you'd be like, okay, not expecting like huge quality here necessarily, but then nowadays, like, it's almost like you can't find a bad player anymore.
There you go. Get straight through with the Elphelt though. Plenty of meter for both players to be able to cash out on. Ends up spending the burst though.
Yeah.
Plenty of meter with a 2P anti-air.
Yeah, just got that, but nothing else. But we got the super right here. Oh, we got the clash right there.
6-8 clash. Put things in an awkward spot. Goes for the jump backwards here and still has meter. Oh,
just snuck right in there.
You love to
taking
see
after his dad a little bit right there, right?
The Sun Dipper. You love to see it coming through.
Sun Dipper. Is that what people call it?
Shouts to Jobber.
Oh, okay, there you go. I love it. Oh, there it is again. The Sun Dipper.
Got those legs one more time. 6P on the reversal. Doesn't get it confirmed afterwards, though. But we do get a clean jump in. Unfortunately, a touch too high.
Yeah, just didn't have enough plus frames right there. Was challenged, but, you know, VeeRanger still, well, I was about to say he was still keeping the corner, but a nice back throw there. But again, another clean jump in, although it wasn't a combo when he landed again.
Still fine here, setting up the potential to kill, but a wake-up throw again. The offense, unfortunately, leaving too many gaps.
Ooh. Not again, he landed at 6P, but not getting anything off of it. Just hasn't been committing to it necessarily.
Yeah, plus I feel like another thing that can be very difficult is against Nagoriyuki, if you get those standing hits, a very common thing across anime games, right, is that if you get hits too high, things won't combo if you pick too large of a button afterwards. So I feel like you got to commit to like the 2K, the 2P, something a little more reasonable when you're landing if you're going to hit somebody this tall.
All right, well, we definitely got one of those 2-second bursts here. All right, you know what? Let's just take the burst off the table here, all right?
Love the back to the start. DP in response has been active on knockdowns.
Dang. Took out Nagoriyuki standing slash right over there and now has the corner position. Does get the combo. Nothing too crazy. Did not choose to spend the meter to get through the wall.
2H with no follow-up there. No Fukio, no nothing. That's okay, though. We secure another knockdown, but again, just not using the blood that efficiently here.
All right. And there we go. That should be a nice little chunk of damage right there. But yeah, you're right. Look at his blood gauge. Just basically non-existent here.
Okay, still able to secure the kill either way. I want to see a little more aggression here. We're using Beyblade in good places. We're using Fukio in okay places. But we need to use Shizu. We have to abuse this blood. We can't play neutral against Sin if we don't have these bigger blood buttons of level 1, level 2, things like that.
Okay, gets the counter hit there. Another one, but you see right there, no juggle, no confirm off of these things at all.
I like that though. And the 6H, okay.
He's just kind of like zoning the space in front of him by throwing up these large buttons right now. Oh!
BSU is definitely big and is able to get the 5H. Okay, cut him down. It's to size. You like to see it.
All right, so this seems to be the strategy here now, you know, for Red Dragon, just to throw out the big heavy slashes and just hope VeeRanger just runs into him. So, you know.
Listen, I do like that. I mean, I feel like Nagoriyuki is effective in that moment, especially if your opponent is going to be a little too aggressive here. But, again, the Sun Dipper working well in that moment.
But also, you know, that was Red Dragon throwing out that the Beyblade a little too far away. Oh, well, okay, I guess he's just trying to interrupt something. Never mind.
Ends up spending the burst, gets the jump in, decent chunk of damage here, and he's actually going to use the Tyrant Barrel, get some decent damage there. No wall break, but that's okay.
Got the air-to-air winning now, and yeah. So again, the long-range button seems to be the strat. Whoa! Little bit of a BRC right there from the jump back.
Too far in the BSU as well, but that's okay. Stuck to the corner now, just needs to block out one situation. Does have a YRC.
But not gonna be able to get a chance to use it. Just got hit right away. A nice confirm and completion right there from VeeRanger. He's got one. He's basically got to get one more round to go up 2-1.
Looking better here. Good start on the damage. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Look, it was trying to time a safe jump there. Maybe mistimed it, but we just jumped into the pressure anyways.
Oh, okay, that's actually a good trade for Red Dragon's going to get himself out of the situation, but nice wake-up DP. Even though he was kind of far away and kind of stuck in with the Beyblade, VeeRanger going for the DP anyway.
I like how aggressive we've been on Wake Up. It's early morning. People aren't ready for this. They're not calibrated for it. DP, why not? Let them know.
I mean, look, we all are having trouble waking up in real life, but in game, you know, that's how you make up for it, right?
I promise you, people, you can knock people off the rails if you're hitting those 10 a.m. DPs. I promise you, it's good.
Oh, there it is again, sneaking right in there with the Sun Dipper. I'm not gonna call it anything else anymore.
It's perfect. Oi, jump in secured. Decent damage. Unfortunately, does not cash out. Had plenty of calories there and probably would have built the 50 bar.
Okay, got the confirm, but didn't really do much afterwards here. Still has the corner position. Oh, well, he accidentally got to the other side. Doesn't matter. Gonna spend the meter to get that damage right there. You can see the big life lead that he has. Obviously, Nagoriyuki can still drain all your health really fast, but he's got to get that hit.
Yeah, not going to matter with a jump in like that, leaving us down to what could be the final round here. Max calories is able to go straight in to find a clean connection.
Yeah, honestly, we haven't seen a lot of good anti-airing from Red Dragon. I feel like VeeRangers has gotten in just from jumping a lot.
Yeah, between the 6P
Oh
and
no,
well.
too high up.
Oh, but White Wild Assault's not going to find the mark. It's not quite what it once was. Oh, see, we are much too tame. I know. I see as the crowd popping off. Like, see, listen, if your homies are out here for you at 10 a.m., you know they're real ones.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, a lot of
up.
times it'd be like, yeah, you know what? Good luck, man. I'm going to sleep in for a little bit, you know. I definitely would do. I'm not a good friend. I'm not a good friend.
I'm sleeping. 100% I'm sleeping.
Good luck, man. Yeah, just let me know how it goes. Okay.
Yeah, actually, absolutely. As they're on their way out, I definitely give them the thumbs up and I roll over in bed and I'm not going down. But I feel like that's an important character that, I don't know, I could talk about forever.
Because it's just, you know, I mean, you know how people feel about grapplers these days, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there is a lot of anti-grappler rhetoric out there, which I still say is unfounded.
Listen, I feed on it. It powers me. Let them dislike it. It looks like our next players are up and ready to go. Another character that is a talk of the town in Goldlewis coming up. They keep making changes to the game. They keep altering things around him, and Goldlewis continues to thrive. This character is an issue right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, I mean, we're grappler players and stuff, and, you know, I've always said, like, Goldlewis is like a grappler, but instead of grabbing you, he just does chip damage, right? And so I've always been kind of a fan of this character, but right now I think all the anti-grappler people are just like, I'm their worst enemy right now.
You gotta respect it. On the other side, Testament. Testament obviously got some good buffs in a pretty decent place right now. There's some good players that are able to show off the strengths of the character, see how things go. I feel like Testament is one of those characters where if you don't know a lot of the sequences they're going to put you into, they can make you feel a little silly sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those knowledge characters here. Oh, nice. Actually managed to air dash right over. And got in. Here we go. Trying to go with a Behemoth Typhoon.
Yeah, trying to go The upward one there, looking for a big starter.
Nice anti-air, and had the stay in state. Gonna get the confirm right here into the super, take him right through the wall.
Yeah, using that Arbiter sign as well. Milk got just a little bit extra damage here. Whoa, little non-committal there on the 5K. If you're going to go for the dash up, if you're going to approach Goldlewis in that moment, I feel like you got to be more committal.
And just a little late on that juggle. You saw a hit as an OTG instead. Oh, we got, whoa, nice.
Had time. Had time to PRC backwards. Chucks out the Grave Reaper one more time. Was able to get the Chipp out for an exciting round one. Jesus.
All right, and there we go again. The anti-air sets up the stay in state right now. Gets the pressure delayed after that little dash up right there. Trying to catch him twitching, but look at this. Nice corner pressure. Gets shot. Gets shot.
Good use of the Skyfish, though. It's consuming a ton of that security to get that damage.
But you know what? Right back into the corner. Shout out to Sam getting the pressure again, just like that. Couldn't quite get the juggle, but does eventually get the wall splat. And now is in a great position. Just needs one little bit of damage.
Oh, ooh. Maybe try to come in the throw there.
Oh no!
Goes to the cross up the big Milia stuff. I love the cancel as well with the security.
The backdash, though, gets right through that crouching kick. Is able to get the throw, so Sam does take game number one.
Missed out in an awkward spot, but that's okay. Round start, trying to go for the dash in. Fireball timing, definitely good. And able to beat out the Behemoth. A little too aggressive, a little too ambitious, we'll say, on the attempt of the anti-air.
That was the first time I think Sam has actually teleported over there and really did catch Herchey off guard there.
Yeah, I mean, there are two Testament players. There's frame trappers and there's teleporters. And that's, listen, we're looking a little more frame trap right now, which I like. I think both styles are very effective.
I mean, it's got to be. I mean, at the highest level, you got to be the best at switching between them, right? So finding the right moment, yeah. But just using the super for the pressure does get the tap dust here, and is going to be able to get the finish right here.
As Cole says, the gruesome twosome, it definitely gives you so much time for mix-up there. Looking great. We get that Grave Reaper set up one more time.
Ooh. All right, just use the burst right away, yeah. I mean, you can see this, right? Sam has been kind of doing really well in this corner position here. So as soon as he got touched, he was like, you know what? Burst, get back in there, and I'm going to do all this damage. And you can see every time after the wall break as well, just BRC right in there.
Oh, the timing on that burst was masterful, though. Was able to get us completely in control of the wall. Look at the life totals, but the meter difference is a big deal here.
Right, but you know, I was just looking at it, I was like, well, you know, like he's got a good lead, and that lead just went away.
Oh, the Goldlewis special. Oh, 6-8's not going to find the mark.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, but still manages to get the kill. There we go, there we go. I think that's Herchey's first round here.
So I was expecting this to just let the Skyfish rip that whole time. Great anti-air, though. That's a little bit of an awkward spacing, but it ends up working out.
Yeah, and again, you know, pushing Herchey back into the corner here. So Sam, as soon as he got that knockdown, immediately going in there, like you said, not necessarily the best of Oki, but you know what? Oki is what you make of it, so.
Oh, Gold Burst timing is effective as well. Gets the Arbiter sign and RC's forward.
Oh, this is a tough situation. Okay, there we go. Gets the Gatling gun in there, tries to sneak in, but a beautiful wake-up PRC back over there.
An Arbiter sign, top to bottom, continuing to completely lock down the attempts at movement there, switching between the overhead and the low. Just not, Goldlewis not being able to find his way across. I like the ideas here.
Yeah, Sam doing a really good job. Because, I mean, you can see it. You know, we were talking about being able to switch between the styles, but Sam is also doing a great job switching between, like, zoning and then getting the offense in there as soon as he finds the mark. And if he doesn't, then he kind of stays back a little bit, but Herchey right there fighting a Behemoth Typhoon.
I really like that idea, though. The big Milia stuff on the cross-up. You love to see it.
Ow, look at this damage. Just needs one more good hit. There it is, a back-to-back cross-ups on that mix-up right there. Okay, so that's something that Sam's got to be paying attention to. But, you know, you lose the Goldlewis around like that, you're just like, whatever. It happens.
Yeah,
move on.
Yeah, you have to be mentally solid to be able to get out of this one. Does end up getting the trade there, and Skyfish for the shoot-up.
I mean, honestly, a lot of the fighting games these days are like that. You're going to have those rounds where you just get completely washed and you just shrug it off, you know. Oh, wow, again. All right.
Continue to use it.
Yeah, the gauge right there.
Oh, 5K into the conversion, got the knockdown with the Arbiter Sign one more time. Is doing such a good job at this like 1 to 2 character length range with these Testament normals.
Oh, and you know what? I guess Herchey thought he was going to go off the wall. I mean, go through the wall because he didn't spring off and try to get back in there. Again, the BRC, but it didn't work. And nice! Baits out the burst!
Not very much of a punish though. Oh no!
But it didn't hit in time! It didn't hit in time!
And luckily, using that new buff to simplify our combo, using the Behemoth cancel 50% of your security gauge to be able to essentially just RC a Behemoth into another. That is so strong. I cannot believe they gave that to him. It's so good.
Yep, there we go. You see him backing off again. There's the low exit beast here.
Oh. Okay, Grave Reapers pushing out well, goes for the dash cancel, but a nice poke, really good stop sign.
Yeah, and look at this, just playing the full screen game, and you know what, Herchey has him blocked 3 in a row right there, just got hit low. I like the PRC to get back, and you see him backdash right outside the range. Almost has the kill here, there it is.
Yeah, ends up dying, unfortunately, to not being able to FD and survive, down to what could be their final round in the winner's bracket here.
Yeah, had a very, very zoning game last round. And then you see in this round, all of a sudden going right in there, sending a different look all of a sudden and catching Herchey really off guard.
Yeah, I feel like the movement and the ability to approach so far for Herchey has definitely been the biggest issue, which it is for a lot of Goldlewis players. So good recognition of the situation, recognition of your opponent's gameplay patterns, and way to play to your win con. Zone them out.
And perfect right there to end it. And you saw the previous round was
playing at Duelist's Locals is where he started getting good. So it's good to see the connection between these two.
Any lore on why not entering as MFCR? Obviously, what most people know him as.
I think he just likes Goku, man. Legitimately, I think it's not. I don't think it's deep. I think he literally.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's a guess, but like.
Oh man.
We'll see though. Facing off against the Bridget on the other side, so we'll have to see how the matchup goes between them.
Yeah, but obviously Leo's just been such a strong character the entire time.
Oh yeah.
And, I mean, I still, like, lore-wise, you know, because of Exert, he's the originator of the Unga Bunga style, right? The phrase, like, literally came from Leo.
Hey, this is King of the Jungle we're talking about here. Good burst timing, though, was able to get us to the corner like the RC as well, but a good counter poke out. Fortunately, Life Total is telling a different story here.
Yeah, Evenchaos right now just doing a great job here, keeping this corner position. Goku has not shown, you know, any wake-up DPs or flash kicks, I should say, you know.
And that is one of the hallmarks of MFCR's play of Mr. Goku himself. Is if you ask him for coaching and you're playing Leo, just so you know, he's going to tell you to be right more often. That's going to be his advice to you.
That's good advice.
Dude, listen.
You know, I mean.
He might need to take his own advice on this one, though, because he kind of got handled in that round. Evenchaos looked so strong and was in control of the neutral 24/7.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, you got to take a round to try to figure out the rhythm and figure out what they like to do. And, you know, a lot of times you see a bad first round of a match, but that is information building. You always got to be building information the entire time. Because look at this round. Look at this round. All of a sudden, it's like the exact opposite here. And we have a perfect, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, not quite. Maybe like 1 or 2 little pixels of Chipp.
I was going to say, gets put into back turn, though, and is able to completely snowball the round. That's just how it's going to go sometimes. Good use of the guard point against the homing attack.
All right, look at this. Gets right back in there. Gets Oki off the flash kick there. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow. Look at this pressure. This is a seasoned Leo player right here. You can see it.
Yeah, I like the routing too.
Oh my God.
Not only is it burst safe, but it's pretty decent corner carry as well. Being able to maintain your back turn and be able to, you know, keep your options open as you go for that combo there, alternating between the K and the P normals. Definitely good.
But I mean, it's just one of those beautiful things about fighting games when you watch someone who's really good at a character, and they just looks. The movement is so smooth and crisp. They look faster than when other people are using them, and that's what that looked like right there from MFCR.
Yeah, I think that's a hallmark of particularly Leo, but I think stance characters in general is we get a great backdash.
Yeah, it gets right from the command throw.
He's so fluid that the character doesn't look like he's going in stances.
Oh, nice, and there we got the bait on the DP this time from MFCR. get some decent. Oh, okay, yeah, he's just gonna die. Okay. I didn't know what I was gonna ask my question.
Yeah,
but
no.
I was like,
That's one of the nice things about Leo is a lot of the times we don't need the question. This character,
Yeah.
he handles business.
yeah, so like, after that first round, it looked like, oh, okay, Evenchaos doing a great job, but since then, it has been all MFCR, well, until like commentators cursed him right here, so here we go.
Looking good, has meter, BRC forward, maybe no, just chills.
Okay, oh yeah, sneaks right in there with that standing slash. Oh, okay. Oh, but he had the meter, he had the double meter, yeah, there we go.
Isn't enough to kill, but the cross-up definitely will be. Is able to get into the pillar and set up for the mix-up one more time. See, again, Goku's biggest fan in the
TNS
crowd.
cheering on TNS here, is that what's going on? Shout outs to Tong and, of course, the entire TNS crew. Always holding it down every week. You guys are running tournaments 7 days a week, basically,
7 days
right?
a week, yeah.
And that's not even 7 fighting games, right? Because you do like more than one a day. So
9 fighting games a week. Yeah, it is. Nice DP, though. BRC forward. I love that. Gets the slowdown. Reacts with the JP. That was so smart.
And right through the wall. See right now, MFCR just needs to get this game to be able to take it. Nice try. Oh, the delay? The delay flash kick right there. Oh my god. He's like, waited, you're gonna press a button now. And that's gonna get MFCR to match point here.
Boy, anti-air was good. Unfortunately missed out on the pillar, but still was able to pick it up. The hallmark of a good Strive player. Even on those drop combos, you can turn them into opportunities.
Oh, a little bit too far away for the pillar, but doesn't matter. Gets the hit. Gonna get the cross up here. Has a lot of meters. He gonna build a meter for the super? No. We got the burst from Evenchaos to try to stay alive.
Spirit Dive was good. Delayed burst is even better, though.
Ooh, very nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, getting that DP right in the middle of there, and then just gets in there with a crouching slash. And there it is, MFCR, a.k.a. Goku, is going to advance forward.
I'm going to mess that up all week. That's the homie Goku looking good. Evenchaos, though, obviously playing things well. I think one thing you have to remember about MFCR that I like to remind people is that you have to remember, he DPs in some crazy places, right? It's a flash kick. You can't mash it.
Right. Frosty Faustings just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more crowded. And yeah, I mean, you were talking about Evenchaos, Mike's boxcar, as we like to jokingly call him. But, he has been playing the game for so long. During that period of time where Japan was dominating at EVO, like every year, every year there was always that one U.S. player who would make it in. And Evenchaos was definitely one of them one year, so. Player.
Yeah, two definitely very strong contenders on the current patch of the game here. Love that BSU to set up the universe counter hit, but instead we just loop it again.
Jeez. I mean, it's funny too, because Ramlethal has, I felt like she's been strong this entire time, but like, it almost feels like in Japan, like they don't think she's that strong because they keep buffing her, like, why not just keep giving her more stuff?
Well, I think the nice thing is that, at least on this patch, the fundamental rework of her kit, the reimagination of how she plays Strive, I feel like has been an overall more interesting. Every patch, I feel like every character gets a little more interesting, regardless of strength, up or down. And I think that's the most important. Because, Ram was a little boring at first. I'll keep it above with you. I'll be the one to say it.
Very straightforward. Very straightforward.
Doesn't matter here, though. Don't worry about what Ram is doing. It's all about the Slayer. Game 1 already in the books.
Oh, man. I know. I always feel like, artists, whenever they're making the characters, whenever they can give them that hit that hits behind them and launches them into you, kind of like a Kumehyun style, right? Like, every time they do that, they're like, yeah, keep it. Good
use of the super there, turning things around on its head, goes for the jump in, and is able to find the low, throws the sword, and gets another throw afterwards. That was clutch.
Ooh, nice block on the empty low, though. Oh, and then the dash up low catches the hit. And look at this, Darián right now, with a great situation, gets another throw.
Yeah.
So seems to be the strategy here, just go for the throws, and suddenly the smile from PineappleHour's face just disappeared, and I felt like he did the gamer lean all of a sudden,
definitely handled business in game 1, but unfortunately here, things turn it on its head quite a bit. Gets the sword though, and that's one of the nicest things about Ram is it's so easy for this character to be able to convert everything into a wall break if you know your routes.
Yeah, and again, Ramlethal, like I said, corner pressure for days, you know, with those swords and the explosion, gotta think about those all day.
Oh, here comes trouble though. Oh no, we mashed out of the trouble, it's fine.
And I love using the RC there just to kind of build even more space, get more towards the middle of the screen, not to worry about the corner. And then you saw right there, another throw. Like I said, I feel like Darián right now has really kind of figured out something about PineappleHour, blocking a lot. So he has just, the last 2 rounds have been a lot of throws for him. Woo!
Looking for the step back, like that out back there. Ends up sweeping the legs and getting the hit.
Okay, burst. Interesting burst right there, down a lot of life. This is going to be one of those ones, can you make it pay off? But it looks like it is not going to happen here.
Yeah, was able to set up for the loop and pretty easily break. Didn't even need super map a hunch, it's good enough.
I was like, okay, super. Oh, wow. Knew the damage right there. That was going to be enough to kill. So yeah, PineappleHour looking strong again, goes to the other side.
Clean connection, is able to get the self alley-oop off the rocks as well.
Look at that, half-life, almost half-life damage right there. PRC, keep himself safe, but nice on PineappleHour to just air block afterwards.
Boy, but a clean open up here, and you know Slayer's going to be able to cash out the damage, looping with those back hitboxes.
Right back into the wall. There you go. Speaking of damage, I mean, that was massive, but speaking of, look at this. Now Darián's got the hit. Gonna take him to the corners, he's gonna spend the meter here. Yep, get the hard knockdown. Let's see how this is gonna pay off here. Oh, burst, okay.
Oi, with the back throw is able to take it there. I love that option, especially if your opponent has been going for strike throw themselves quite often. A lot of the times, I feel like they can leave too big of a gap in those moments. So, you know, it's good to mash throw every once in a while.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta be able to open them up. I mean, you're not gonna get them scared to press buttons if you're never gonna throw them, right? So you gotta commit to that every so often.
Game was looking good, got the sweep and secures the knockdown here. Left-right situation on that Slayer dash is unique in that moment.
There we go, and now PineappleHour looked like he's gonna be named Pineapple Express at this point in time. He is just going right through Darián.
James, it hurts. This character does so much damage.
Oh man. You know, it was so funny too, because you know when they first announced him and everything, everyone's like excited. I'm like, you're excited for Slayer? Have you played Guilty Gear before?
I was like, they're gonna give him that backdash on a button macro, and I'm gonna scream.
This character has been a health leader for quite some time. So
yeah, listen, the only person I was excited for was Jobber. Shouts, Slayer's #1 fan. Good wall break though, and positive bonus is gonna give us 50 meters very quickly.
Ooh. I mean, just talk to Bears about one of the most famous danger times in Slayers.
Yeah.
In Guilty Gear Exit, so yeah, we kind of know about deleting life out there, so. Oh man, and there it is, yep. PineappleHour taking it. After that, you know, like I said, he started off really strong, but then I love the way Darián fought back.
Oh, yeah.
The words, if I say it too fast, I could probably accidentally say some things that I shouldn't be saying on stream, so. Oh man.
I was gonna bring the Baiken to the table though.
Oh, nice.
If that's gonna work out for him here, obviously. See, we'll learn pretty quick here. This matchup can be, you know, this match can go to stand-up, but it can go to the ground and get really brawly very quickly, depending on the playstyles of the two characters here. But so far, pretty upright.
Okay, there we go. We got the first cross-up, and there we go. Now, the mix here from Leo. And again, another smooth movement right there.
Oh, the IBFD buys you so much room, though. Sick.
Right, just keeping the pressure going with that PRC. And you can see the tether right now. Yep. Oh no, ran out just as he was trying to get that last hit. Actually ended up dashing under.
Oh, sneaks in the overhead. Does get the burst timing there, though. Not much life left to work with here. But with both of them off the table now, the big thing here is Valore needs to build 50. There we go. Manages to build it and uses it immediately to find that hit. That's so crucial.
Yeah, just the PRC. Noticed it was the backdash. Caught the recovery of it. was able to confirm, takes round number 1.
There's an art in this game to using your movement to build that last 1% of bar without being too committal. It's really difficult to gauge how to do it. I feel like players have just learned.
Yeah, you just kind of get that sixth sense towards it, so. Ooh, good tech. And yeah, using the claw right there to interrupt the offense. Nice defense right there, but goes for the flash kick and is going to take a chunk of damage, and this should do it for this round.
Yeah, pretty easily closing it out off of that one. Love to see it with the overdrive to be able to secure the kill. It's going to take it around a piece now. Valore ahead on the burst race, though, so it's a little bit farther when it comes to the resources, at least.
Right there, those standing slashes from HackFraudWizard right now. Just trying to, you know, do a little bit of zoning over here. We didn't get any whip punishes from Valore just yet. Good defense.
And again, the IBFDs are buying us so much leeway, so much breathing room.
And you can see already, you were at the round 3 of pools here, so yeah, these players have already made it through a few rounds here. So, oh, we got the overhead. Yozensan right there.
So smart in the moment, sets up the Escobar and goes for the BRC! Oh! No! The worst part is the BRC gets the slowdown. You have to watch every frame of yourself fly away. That's so unfortunate.
And it didn't even really look like he had done the flash kick beforehand, but it might have been like the first frame of it, you know? Yeah. And so after the PRC, you're just like, and that's the moment he knew.
Yeah!
You know?
Oh, the record scratch and the freeze. You hate to see it, but that's okay. 2D into the Escobar. He's setting up for the mix-up here, but okay, my mix-up. We get the throw.
Yeah. Unfortunately, just didn't get the meaty hit in there, so you got the wake-up throw for Valore here. Sneaks in there with the dashing 2K. Now here we are. Oh, tap dust. Got it. Brings the burst out right away. Something about those tap dusts that just make you burst so fast.
It's unblockable. I don't know what it is. That throw, though, sets up for the lockdown with the Escobar once again. PRC into nice. It's too good.
Yeah, got that high-low mix going, and here we go. Through the wall again. Should be able to survive this. Yes. Oh, bring him right in there. Oh, wow. You just went for the 2D just like that after the block, and it's going to pay off because he also has the, oh, not quite the meter yet for the super, but he actually doesn't even need it. So there we go.
The pillar being able to find the mark is so crucial in that moment, securing things as best they can. Goes on the pass through with the H-Kabari there. It's a little unfortunate, but it's okay. We still secure a knockdown.
Yep. Okay. Oh, wow. Just dashing up and throwing in the middle of the offense right there. Speaking of.
First parry coming out. Able to net a ton of damage afterwards here. Didn't have the meter, but that's still okay.
Yeah, right here. Still just needs one night. Wow, that was so fast. Got that air throw in there. Sai was in the air, so he got the air throw, but a burst right here definitely wants to take this round. Is going to do it by just returning the favor in the exact same way.
Yeah, recognized the startup of the normal there. Knew there was nothing that could be done at that moment.
Yeah. Right, see the little zoning start here for a HackFraudWizard.
ID back to Tommy, hard to approach.
Remember I talked about him just throwing out that standing slash, just the zone like that. You see why it's being effective here.
Yeah, definitely a better button than people give it credit for in terms of the way the actual hitbox of it here, but unfortunately, again, dribbled like a basketball, gets stuck to the wall now too.
Wall-to-wall combo right here. And this is important for Valore because he wants to tie this up at 1 apiece. So yeah, he's gonna spend the burst right away. Yeah, and then throwing out the Tatamigashi right there, just kind of zoning as well. Oh, trying to pin out the burst, nothing. There's that, you know, the layers of strategy, but wow. Finding the dive kick, essentially, to catch all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Yeah, easy dive working out. Not what I was expecting to see, but it does end up, you know, it pays the bills. You're all good. New Head's very own, still in this.
Duel 1.
All right, so we're 1-1 here.
Look how patiently he plays the round start. Good cancel, too. If you're going for that is a Leo thing you have to get used to. If you're using flash kicks in neutral or in awkward spots, you need to have in your hands pushing a button or FD for flash. It's so important.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well, like, almost every time, because if it wasn't a clash, it's not like you're going to change the course of that flash kick. So.
Oh, so you were talking about that S continues to make so much money, but there's another good throw. Gets into the back turn and secures the overhead.
Yeah, point blank overhead. Oh, wow. I'm not even sure exactly what happened there, but you know what? That's kind of what Leo does to you. Oh, it wasn't enough to kill, but gets the cross up in the corner.
Looking strong. I remember when they added that because they said Leo's having trouble opening people up. Good times.
Oh man, that is going to be one of the #1 statements of all time.
That's one of my favorite patch notes lines ever.
Yeah.
Good use of the super here.
Especially based on context as well. Hey, this character who is, you know, super aggressive and very offensive, he has some trouble getting in, you know, so.
Good burst timing here. Kara fireball into the PRC. Good parry though. Okay. Opportunity arises.
PRC. Oh. Looks like he's trying to do some sort of fuzzy right there. Or maybe the Yozen-san just missed the input. Oh, that was a cross-up?
Yeah, the back hitbox just barely connecting on the timing there. Oh my god, and finds it again with the meaty tatami. You love to see it. Great timing on the setup there. Way to bet on no flash kick too.
Yeah, right, that's true. Oh, yeah, now with the claw over here, catching the exact moment Valore tried to go. Wow, waking up with those punches right there. No fear from HackFraudWizard at all.
Both players playing with their heart right now. Calls out the overhead with the parry. Gets the confirm and takes it wall to wall. It's not enough to kill, but it's a great situation.
Oh my goodness. And you know, sometimes you can't downplay the mental victory, the mental victories that you can get out of these situations. Sometimes even if those combos don't do enough damage, the mental damage,
dude.
Now you're gonna be thinking, should I be that guy and overhead again? You know, or you know, now you get them second guessing themselves.
Yeah, I mean, the more data you can make your opponent process, the better generally. It actually interrupts the wild assault as well. The 2P mash was perfectly placed.
Dude, HackFraudWizard's defense and timing on the mashes so far, I mean, we call them mashes, but it's clearly very calculated.
It's mash, but like affectionate.
Yes, exactly.
Mash is a compliment. Got the low though, was able to get that open up one more time.
I'm glad you said that.
Mash is a compliment.
You know, I'm tired of people saying like, oh, because you know, there are actually legit times to mash in fighting games.
Yes.
And you know, I've told people this on my stream and they're like, I thought mashing was bad. I'm like, no, don't let anyone make you think that. There are times where it's actually absolutely the right thing to do.
Oh, the Liger Bomb!
Oh,
okay,
what?
Straight in with the command throw here, sets up in the back turn, but just get the JS.
Yeah, just missed the meaty right there. He was just able to jump right out of that pressure situation. And now the corner position, we got the back-to-back overhead Yozen-san right there. And, whoa, not enough to kill, not enough to kill.
Yeah, you have to. That's your only option. Good call here. Oh, I mean, at that point, if it's Valore, you have an opportunity to maybe take the kill. If you can get the burst, that's money. That's what all you were looking for there.
Okay, here we go, into the corner. Got a little bit pseudo of those dragon loops right there from Baiken.
Thinking about the Rev 2 and Dust We Trust. Unfortunately, doesn't work out there with the backdash. Timing was amazing. Not enough to kill, but this is a terrible position now. Guessing for your life on a safe jump.
Yeah, so what's he gonna go for here? Oh, actually just a backdash right there from HackFraudWizard. Didn't want to look like, overdo it, but there we go, the overhead and no parries right there. Burst to stay alive, go for the air throw. Yeah, he tried, but nice double jump right there from Valore to get out of that situation.
He's got to be careful about how he's double jumping. He's starting to get a little predictable here.
Oh, the 6P whip. Not enough to kill just yet. Oh, the chase down. But not going to be able to convert, and a trade with the overhead that time. Wow. Again, the timing of HackFraudWizard's buttons.
Yeah, to isolate any matchups for this character where he has too many shortcomings. I feel like when a character has risk-reward this good, it's hard to call any matchup worse than a coin flip, you know?
Yeah, there's those characters that even if it's a bad matchup, you get hit once in the wrong way, and they win anyway, you know? Is that kind of situation, so. All right, so here we go. Gonna be going up against some Elphelt over here. Super happy, cheerful,
dude, yes.
dressed in pink, then some dude with the coffin, and he's
Oh,
giant, you know, with the eye
God.
patch and, you know, like
It's not-
chains and everything.
It's
You know,
not
like,
a big deal. We can handle it.
love the juxtaposition here. Oh, man.
So one thing you can notice already from Cheryo, it was one of the most important things for Goldlewis, is watch how much he just dashes. The amount of time spent holding the dash macro, just closing distance, is actually unbelievable. That's what you have to do as a Goldlewis player.
Now we got the corner position here, so gonna expect some good chip damage here. That's why he sneaks in for the throw. Gonna use the YRC to get out and manages to do so with the cross up there.
Oh, back that timing was really good, but we do manage to escape. Still alive in the moment.
Oh boy.
Careful for Snapper.
Just one hit right now and Happy Valentine's gonna go down, so scary situation. Oh.
Yep, continuing to be the aggressor there. Plus, with the meter situation, I mean, a couple blocked behemoths and you can just commit to the minigun and you can just skyfish the rest of the meter out.
Oh no, just went right into the get back thrown into the corner. Oh, this is not good. Look at the damage. Right back into the corner, of course.
That was a great block because that's a really common fuzzy setup there. Good guess on the situation.
Oh, you see him trying to keep him out as best as possible. Okay. Oh, catches the backdash. So gonna get the conversion over here. Continues the mix-up, gets the hit, but didn't get the whole combo, didn't get the wall splat.
Oh, okay, PRC backwards, I definitely like the idea.
Trying to stay above them. It sounded like they but it just could not stay in the air long enough. Oh, what a bait.
Just walked up and out-R'd him. Just stared at him. Got the burst out. You love to see it. Is he wearing like a card? Is that Goldlewis on his?
I'm not sure. Yeah,
It's like a Goldlewis Christmas sweater. This thing is fire if it's what I think it is. That's fire if it's what I think it is.
I feel like we need a good close shot of that, you know? Oh my God.
Hopefully when he gets up. We'll see. I don't know. Game 1 in the books, though.
All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Starting right away, and there we got the 98-second burst right there. Oh, wow. Just kind of waiting there a little bit to see what Happy Valentine was going to do. Happy Valentine, you can see playing very defensive and a little scared, maybe.
Dash blocking has been good. Sets up and is able to get the just block there. Very well practiced in the matchup between the both of them, you can tell.
Oh, no. But then you just get hit. Talked about it, right? You get hit once, like doing a great job, and then just get hit one time and say goodbye to 50% of your life just like that.
Plus Goldlewis, as we've seen a couple times already, is like the master of being able to end his combo with you wherever he would like you to be.
It's always, you know, those characters who can choose the left-right positioning and, you know, the screen space is such a powerful tool to have, especially, honestly, in modern fighting games because they have made, like, in older fighting games, sometimes being in the corner was the strategy, you know? Some of the, like, the Hondas, the defensive tanks, you know, they wanted to be in the corner.
They're more comfortable,
And that just does not exist anymore in fighting games, so.
Got the throw in the OTG with the behemoth to close it. Another great situation coming up for Cheryo there to secure the kill and putting us down to what could be the final game now.
This is the way Goldlewis goes through this here, so. Yeah, you just see him running at it. Like you said, running and holding block at the same time.
Yeah, holding the dash macro. It's an art in this game, but some characters have to do it, and Goldlewis is one of those ones. Dash blocking is like, you have to master it to be successful at a high level on this character. That 6P was BS. By the way.
And just got right under there. Couldn't really get the conversion off of this, but I don't know if Goldlewis really. Oh, the fuzzy! Oh, come on. On top of everything, you've got the fuzzy with this character. I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah, had a good guess on the low last time, but this time Cheryo is willing to commit to the overhead. And another great, the cryptid 6P.
Oh, just swinging away here.
Oh my, you're gone. You're so gone.
Oh.
Yeah, with a starter like that, no questions. He drops the combo!
He drops the combo, but it doesn't matter. Still manages to get the hit. You know, Goldlewis is I'm gonna call him the Signs character. You ever see that movie, Signs?
Yep, I know exactly.
Swing away, swing away.
Yeah, well, listen, honestly, with
good, he really, and then he showed up to, I think it was CEO, and he got top 8 at that tournament. But nowadays, like, you can't even say anything about online because, like, seriously, online the netcode is so good that a lot of times, you know, I've always joked, you know, like, see me online is like a real thing now, you know, like, oh, this offline match you lost, see me online, man, you know, because at home I got my optimized PC, you know, with the.
I will say too, while Jack's offense is very good, one standout thing to watch from him is he might be the best defensive player in the world. His defense is genuinely incredible, but turning offensive moments together, piecing them together, be able to take the kill. HackFraudWizard continuing to be successful here. Facing off against WitchWay though. WitchWay had an okay start at the beginning of that last game, but unfortunately fell victim to the roll mixes.
Yeah, I'm so shocked that they still haven't done much to the to the roll mix, you know, because like every time I see it, I'm always like, nah, that's got to get nerfed at some point. That's got to get nerfed at some point. And, you know, it's just been that way for a while now, so. Oh, man.
Ooh, whiff HCL to be able to land and actually go for the high-low. That's cute.
Yeah, and also just no one on stream is going to understand when I say this, but speaking of signs, we got to leave water around everywhere, you know, just in case the aliens show up over here.
Just in case. High-low throw ends up going Eno's way one more time. Good jump back, though, and we're able to secure a throw of our own to take the kill. Jack, you can see he was a little nervous on that one.
All right, but you know, that Happy Chaos, another one of those characters I feel like is never going to be bad in this game ever, because clearly, I mean, this character is so strong, has always been so strong.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the weakest iterations of him, and he still is like a top-tier contender, 100%. Just not quite the zoning monster that he once was. Now mixes in the zoning depending on matchups here, but mostly is kind of a mix-up beast.
Oh. Yep, speaking of, there we go. Tap Dust getting right in there. Not going to be able to kill just quite yet. Oh, okay, just get shot.
That's how quick the rounds can go astray, though. Let's see if Jack on the jump back there tries to whip on his stroke. Almost hits on the 5K. It was close.
All right, here comes the Eno pressure. Does get the hit and the full conversion here in the corner. Trying to keep the pressure going here. Keep him in the corner. Is he going to take the wall splat? Yeah, he is.
Okay, smart decisions through and through. High-low game comes through one more time. Good up back, though.
Ooh, actually caught the delay on the land right there. Oh, but the throw is enough to kill. All right, WitchWay with one round here. It's got to feel good to be able to get a round on a player like Jack like that. Ooh. Oh, what a throw! That's huge. And the 6P in time, but the burst, the side swap burst is always so frustrating when you're on the receiving end of that.
Extremely smart backdash, though, to avoid the dust in that situation. Unfortunately, now caught to the corner, using all of those bullets. I love the idea here. Sets up the curse, uses the Deus Ex to get the full reload, resources completely ready to go.
Oh,
that's your cheat.
Oh, God. It's like I said, man. I mean, at this point in time, Jack should be the one named WitchWay, right? I mean, like, seriously.
Actually.
Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Oh, man.
But quick close out there.
And
way
on
to
top
restabilize.
of everything, he can just generate a car out of nowhere and drive away? I mean, that's a flex, dude. I mean, seriously.
There we go, though. Burst.
Oh, nice. Empty low. Got the hit here, and here comes the pressure. The Eno pressure, yep. How many overheads are you going to block? Oh, and then stroke the big tree right there, just coming right in there.
Yep, leaning into the lows a little bit more often here. Definitely love the decision here. I like the routing as well. Utilizing that new special move to be able to guarantee the stick to the wall in that moment, or at least to set yourself up for an OTG. If the high-low finds the mark.
Okay, all right. I mean, WitchWay has had obviously a couple of great rounds, but you know, like we mentioned earlier, Eno is one of those characters that just when she gets on a roll, you know, it's game over. But speaking of going on a roll here, Half-Life just to start.
Oh, nice trade though. Grounded opponent almost always wins out in that situation.
ever since this character was introduced. Shout out to the sound design team on that gunshot, the bass.
True.
Oh, my God.
Dude, good routing from Jack there, too. I don't know if you noticed, had no bullets for the entirety of that combo. Still managed to find a way to take it to the corner here. But, one more opportunity, getting a bit aggressive.
Oh, nice backdash, but still manages to get in there. Here we go, using the wild assault. Oh, no.
Easy shoot up from there. You love to see it. Even things up on rounds one more time. WitchWay has been doing such a good job of contesting and being able to mount their own offense, but Jack has been able to clutch up in these moments, and it's looking like it might go that way a bit more. You're not quite done yet.
All right, here we go. Oh, just gets shot out of the air, and here we go, the conversion. That builds up a bunch of those bullets back in there. Gets the corner pressure here. Gonna go with the super. See what the post-wall break pressure is going to be. Hard knockdown, just goes for the safe jump.
Oh, that's dastardly. Taps the dust and just takes a long walk forward to set up for the high-low strike throw as HackFraudWizard does so well, and as Jack just does so well.
Yeah, nicely done.
Well, as a pick, there is the potential still to be able to bring that out, but looks like we're leaning more into the Ninja this weekend, as well as when I was watching him, while I was looking over shoulders watching casuals earlier in the day.
Oh, okay,
has been rocking pretty much exclusively Chipp.
Dude, I love that new move.
The rope is too good. I love it.
What I love about it is it's very Answer,
True.
It gives me a very Answer vibe, which, obviously lore-wise makes total sense. But also, because they gave him the really cool wall run, stuff, and we don't get to see that as often, so the fact that they just kind of like turned it into the rope run is just so cool. It's one of my favorite new moves of the patch.
Oh, but making quick work of that one there. Unfortunately, Mr. Whitefang didn't have a lot of opportunities to be able to make a mark of their own on that one, but
Zando, another player that, along with Barrik's, I had seen grow so strong during the ICFC EU days. And then, obviously Zando playing so well, traveling all over the place. Always great to see these players from EU, from, even just like, I don't want to call it lesser known regions, from Europe and Africa, I should say, in Barrik's case, so. Oh. Oh, man, it's so cool.
Shots of production. I love them so much.
Oh,
nice connection there. Is able to get the 2H in the follow through. But okay, Rekka walks it through.
Good timing on that burst. You saw him just wait until, that Zando wanted to commit to trying to get the juggle. So good timing on that burst right there. Unfortunately, was not enough to save him, as you can see right there.
And that's one of the strengths of Chipp, I feel like. He gets in and out of rounds so quickly. The damage is so high. I feel like it's easy to have a short memory when you're playing Chipp, which is such a blessing in fighting games. You know what I mean?
I know people who have heard me commentate. I say this all the time. In fighting games, you have to have like the most short memory and long-term memory at the same time.
Yes.
You have to remember every interaction, what they did, what they might try to do the next time.
But don't worry about it.
Yeah, and oh god, these combos are so cool. Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, going off the wall, going off the rope, the combos aren't going to save you in that moment. A clean up with the overdrive there. Berserker barrage action.
All right. Oh, wow, okay. Just outranging him right there, getting the counter hit and through the wall. And of course, Chipp always going to be taking a lot of damage.
Dude, great just box the whole way through, but unfortunately it doesn't get you out of the pressure, it just relieves a little bit.
Oh yeah, had the PRC to save himself. Actually, both of them had the PRC to save themselves. Out of there, out of the corner. Nice throw. Trying to get to the other side so he can put it back into the corner. The throw stopped it, but this hit is going to be able to take it, especially after baiting out the burst. There we go. Garrick taking a game. It's 1-1.
I mean, Leo Whitefang making things work here. Even after not being able to really access the run-through in those moments, the throws have just been a little too clutch. And again, just that little bit of added extra power to that mix-up game from Chipp off of being able to just have that third dimension of the rope is so crucial.
Yeah, that rope is tight.
I hate it. Nice wall break, hard knockdown.
All right, corner position. Oh, there we go. Yep, the save yourself line. But again, a great throw from Zando. Should be. Oh, no. No, I thought I was going to be able to finish that, but that'll do it right there. Throwing out that standing slash, interrupting the forward movement again. We've been seeing that a lot from players actually against Leo right now, just throwing out those buttons because Leo does like himself some moving forward.
Absolutely. No, his burst movement is incredibly strong. Plus the reward he gets off of it here. But again, off the rope, is able to get the full conversion. Finds the touch again and resets things with the bonsai.
Oh, man. There we go, gonna RC again. Tried to bait out the burst, and yeah, I love that little cheeky little crouch punch right there just to get the wall splat. Not worried about the burst in that case. Just needs one tiny little hit, there it is. I mean, you know, I've been playing fighting games forever, and there's not many situations where I've seen combos like that with that tightrope, dude. It's so sick every time I see it.
No, I feel like I said earlier, I feel like the direction they're going with the design of the characters just continues. Like Nagoriyuki is the coolest he's ever been. Chipp is the coolest he's ever been. I'm so happy.
Sorry, I keep getting so excited.
No, it's good. little barrage action there. The Shadow Clones be able to take the kill through the wall. Still not quite enough, but Bonsai might make it.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Speaking of the wall run combos, see, the first time I saw that, I thought that was the sickest thing, you know? So, he's so cool in this game. Oh, man. I mean, it's interesting because remember when the game first came out, as they kept releasing DLC characters, it was like, okay, they keep trying to come out with more complex characters, and now they're kind of taking that complexity and moving it back towards the original, you know, launch roster here.
Okay, not a lot of life left to work with here.
There we go. And he's going to go for the super. Cannot, well, doesn't have the burst, but also going to get the hard knockdown here. He just goes for the cross-up. A little too far, though, so that the 2K couldn't hit. Nice PRC to save himself from that projectile. Oh, huge opportunity. So you go. So that's one of my favorite situations.
Very own our reigning Evo champion, and right now, I feel like no one can argue the world #1 Nitro. He's gonna choose to play the Giovanna here.
Oh,
obviously, is a dual threat, is very capable on both characters, and plays both of them at the top level. Is in the top 3 conversation for both of the characters that he plays. But
I mean, it's still strange because like, there's like no Giovannas out there, right? I mean, like there's very few.
It's like, I was gonna say, it's like Nitro and Nitro's training partner. Shouts to Classified. Like, there's other Giovanna, but those are like the 2 big ones in NA, right?
Yeah. It's so interesting because like this character, I remember when she got introduced, everyone was like, oh, this is the character I'm playing, this is the and then they all just kind of disappeared.
I feel like Giovanna was boring at first. I'll say it. Not even boring from the perspective of it just felt like her combo routing wasn't super interesting. It felt like it was very particular to be able to find damage. Her mix-up was cool, and a lot of the design of her moves was very cool.
Right.
But it didn't feel fun and like exciting to play. It was very dry for Guilty Gear. But every patch, again, I feel it sounds like a broken record. Every patch they've done a better job of helping this character find their identity a little more.
Absolutely.
Our Evo champion's getting handled right now, by the way.
Yeah, I know, right? But that was a great interruption on the not greed sever with the standing punch right there to get the hit and the side switch wall break.
Oh, a slide was crucial. Ends up going for the burst.
No, okay. Actually, that even wasn't even a punish. It looked like trying to jump. GragonMonkey was trying to jump back. There we go. Through the wall. Oh, wow, that killed. Okay.
Spinning dog kick does a lot of damage, man. It's really good.
Spinning dog kick.
Dude, I love it.
Oh, God.
Listen, she got all the moves. She's got that's the doggy arrow. That's good. She's got everything.
Doggy arrow. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't end up playing this character because obviously there's a lot of those Cammy parallels, you know. For sure. Except, see, Cammy correctly likes cats instead of... No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, everybody got their opinion.
Look, I'm a dog lover. Okay. People know me as a cat person. I just love animals. I had to make that joke, so, you know.
Tap dust working well. PRC plus frames jumps out of the plus frames, but what a call out there. Game 1 in the books.
So are we going to see the switch? Are we going to see the switch? And I got to admit, like, you know, watching him when he won EVO, oh, he's going to stick with the Giovanna.
Okay.
Now, when he won EVO, that celebration that he had with the crowd and everything like that definitely got me emotional, you know. You know how I do. Desk, like, you know how I do at EVO, so, you know. Oh, man.
That far slash into the Wild Assault here. Full burst already spent on the side of Nitro. So fakes it. So normally when you see OTG 5K, you go 5K dash 5K because it's an auto timed meaty and it's safe against most reversals. But we're kind of faking that and going for the throw. I actually really like the idea, but unfortunately here, our ideas are not going to pan out into anything.
The heck? No, I was wondering if that was going to be too high, but good block. Oh no, he did press a button. Oh no! Is this oh, he didn't go for the safe jump. I thought he was going to, but still, as soon as he blocked that first hit, that was kind of a checkmate situation right there. You're just going to get chipped to death. And so even though Nitro looked like he was going to come back and, you know, try to right the ship, he still lost that round.
Lucky struggle though, charges the dust, gets 50% of the life off the table, right off the rip.
There we go, gets the Foudre arc, or as like I said, like I like to call it, the not greed sever here.
Right. Here, though.
Oh, yeah. You see the delay between all the hits to get as max systems as possible. He was definitely trying to get the wall splat in that situation.
Oh, Kai just having to weather the storm here. Finds the throw, though.
And now it's time to Kai. Oh, boy. Here we go. The dragon has been installed. Oh, never mind. We had the antivirus the whole time, so just clean that out.
You hate to see it. I mean, it's super unfortunate, right? You see Kai go into Dragon Install and then lose so often just because he has to be at such a low percentage of health.
Right.
He loses on one interaction after.
Yeah.
He does transform into the best character in the game, though. So that's a story for another day. Maybe we'll get to see some Dragon Install play neutral.
I mean, it's nice because, I mean, at first it was, like, not even good, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, when he Dragon installs, he's the best character.
Right.
He's just, it's too much.
I just mean even on release, like, he wasn't even, like, it wasn't even, like, close to being the best character, you know, kind of thing. But look at this. Speaking of the best, Nitro here, of course, EVO champion, has definitely started his little path over here. So sticking with Giovanna's worked out, and he's tied it up 1-1.
Yeah, I definitely respect the call. He knows best. Already up a pretty decent start there.
See the run block right away to start the round over there.
But that in and out playstyle, that boxer-esque playstyle coming out from Giovanna there. Gets the counter hit on the 5K.
Yeah, no fear, whiffing the dash 5K and then just throwing it out right away. Not even worried about any sort of minus frames in that situation. Oh, got the cross up, and here we go. Corner pressure time, but good check with the 2P.
Damage was potentially going to add up there. Great use of the anti-air. You don't get to see that used as a true anti-air often, but it's effective when it does.
Go right through the wall. What's the mix-up here for Nitro? Is he going to go for the safe jump? No, just dashes in there. Tried to bait something out with the reverse, the backwards BRC.
Throw was good. Heavy fireball's better. Oh, that's so smart. If he lands there uncontested, that's a throw. Like with 5P is always trying to set up for that situation. Nitro says, I've seen it before. Great match.
Oh, delayed, but the trade right there. Oh, do you see this Dickinson in front of him? Oh my God. And that's one of the hardest things. That's what you got to dude, the bravery right now. And just, you know, the first time he did it, he tested the timing and he got a record of that. And that's why he was able to get the counter hit the second time.
What's that old mantra? It's first round is data. First attempt is data. I like it.
People, this is one of the hardest things. And again, sorry for me to go down my little fighting game soapbox here.
No,
but like,
please.
when you play online and you play ranked, you don't, ranked does not emphasize the data gathering concept.
Agreed. You just hit people with the kitchen sink.
Right.
100%.
You throw out all of your gimmicks right away.
Yes.
And if you win, you're like, yes, my points. But the thing is, you don't think about it when you get in the tournaments. Now you have to build the data, etc. Because if your opponent counters, if you show them all of your tricks, you have nothing new to surprise them with, you know?
No, agreed. I mean, I feel like that's part of why you see a lot of people will be like, yeah, I got the first game and then I got clotheslined. I don't know what happened. It's like, yeah, because you did all your stuff.
I've always said, if you have like like let's say like, 10 tactics that you have. If you can win using only 3 of them, just keep using the 3 of them. Because if they ever start countering those 3, you have a 4th one, and a 5th one, and a 6th one, and you keep increasing it when you need it. That's how you survive in tournaments like this.
2D almost found the mark, close slash, staggers it a bit.
Oh my goodness, the defense, but that risk gauge is building up.
I feel like how much respect we demand in those moments. Applies the shock stage, tries to go for the throw.
No button from the air though, he was scared of the 6P, so he wasn't ready to punish that whiff throw. The lightning.
RTL definitely good in the moment. 5K, tries to go for the natural frame trap.
Whoa. I mean, that was the original, me and C4 would call the Mago, the 2D god. The 2D god from Giovanna right there.
Oh, around a piece now. But Nitro still sitting on that lead. What a whiff punish from this guy.
Oh, good air-to-air and a conversion. Look at this. He's going to get rewarded with the wall splat. Nicely done. Oh. And now winning the neutral clearly here. Option selecting the backdash.
Down to just a pixel here. Gonna have to spend the burst pretty aggressively. Gold burst, but it's blocked.
But the chip damage is such a, okay, and the cross up right there. And that was what it looked like. Nitro would look like he was like, okay, I'm gonna try to chip you as much as possible, and then switched it to the left-right mix-up. You're looking for one.
Poured some extra points here and there.
Gatekeep.
Absolutely, you know how it is.
Yeah, we're going up against PineappleHour, who is with the Slayer, like I joked earlier, trying to run through people. Wow, did we just get the route start gold burst?
That was a button check start. That was crazy.
Yeah, like I said, the way that Slayer kills people, I jokingly called him Pineapple Express earlier. But Leffen right now, sticking with the Happy Chaos.
Yeah, definitely a good call. I think the character fits Leffen like a glove and definitely working out well. As you can see here, drops the combo intentionally to not try and break the wall.
Oh, nice jump back just to avoid the mix-up entirely. And there you see, once again, that delayed look for the burst and then a quick punch there. Even though, it would have been a terrible idea to burst in that situation.
Of course.
But you want to be safe anyway, so.
Yeah, there are definitely situations where, we call it a hero burst for a reason, right? You're trying to be the main character. You definitely respect it. I like using that to kind of break things up, though.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's just straight in there with the map hunt.
Walks up and secures the throw. OTG.
I'm still totally Mandela affected by that. I swear it was called Mappa Punch. I hadn't called it Mappa Punch my whole entire life. Mappa Hunch? What does that even mean?
I don't know. I don't know. I like the deflect shield. Gets some room there. Puts some guns back, pulls back in the gun, and finds the low. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so hard to block that. I love that wall splat pose, dude.
Slayer doesn't care at all.
Yeah.
He definitely is this is like the camp counselor playing basketball with the kids that he's been the counselor for all the whole time.
So I always love that knockdown animation, he's just chilling. He's like, okay, all right.
Oh, couldn't quite close the distance, but that's okay. The burst actually puts us into the corner. This is massive.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, finally the burst from Leffen right there. Making sure it was going to be in a guaranteed situation. Trying to do a little bit of the zoning against Slayer here. Obviously, Slayer's dashes are not the best at getting in.
That's a really important thing to remember about Slayer, is that he is a character that is incredibly on rails. Just because other players are good enough to make him seem like he's not, doesn't delete that weakness from his kit.
Yeah. Okay, oh, the side switch here. Get him into the corner. YRC does find its mark. And there it is, the roll. Gunshot again.
Yeah, in situations like that, the roll is coming. It's not if, it's when. And it's super unfortunate, but sometimes it's just a little too tough to react to.
Oh no, just crouched a little too early there. Got hit by the multiple overheads. And there it is, Leffen's gonna take game number 1.
A double JP, just a little
I'm sorry,
too strong.
that was first round of game number 2, okay.
Ooh, pickup, though. We have gotten to the corner so consistently, we just haven't been able to control this screen space now. Breaking the wall, though, and securing another hard knockdown. This is big.
Look at that damage right there. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, okay. Yep, and see, again, that's one of those situations. If you're Leffen, it's like, that's a Slayer round. All right, let's move on. Before, you used to feel bad when people perfected you. These days, it's like, it happens all over the place.
Part of the game. Yeah, that used to be a unique thing we talked about in Marvel, where it's like, you gotta have that mentality. Zero's gonna kill you sometimes.
Yeah,
like, no, it's every game, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, also planning a little bit of that, I always used to jokingly call the She-Hulk perfume right there, you know. Get that green stank on you over there.
Oh, like to push away.
Oh, you see him just use the dandy step right there to go through the dash attack.
And so you hardly get to see that. Ends up going for the roll through, finds the mark.
It's not even a left-right mix-up. That's a left and right mix-up right there. Man.
Deus Ex, a full reload, but it's not going to matter how the bullet count looks. It actually secures the kill.
Hey, you saw the expression on PineappleHour's face. He was just like, I can't believe that kill. Come on. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Leffen. Great start here. 2-0 lead. Hits him with the taco kick and immediately causes the burst.
I say that, and no one ever knows what I'm talking about, so I'm so glad that someone else, everyone's always like, they turn their head at me like, what is he? All I'm saying.
Oh, man. Wasn't that one of the things, like, Evo just put out that video about Tokido? Like, he uses that kick a lot, and that's where the toe comes from, the Tokido? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Listen,
man.
It all comes back to you, Rory. It's all good. Touch too far away. Nice whip punish there on the 2S.
Oh, okay. No dandy step for you this time. Was able to cover that. And here we go. Is going to have the meter for the super.
Very good. Resources looking strong. Fortunately here, loses the race to 50 meters one more time. Deus Ex to loop the situation again. Burst is still available, but we are running out of time here.
Oh, look at that movement. Look at that, and that should do it right there. Leffen gets a perfect here. 1 round away.
Trade not in his favor. Still all right, though. Mappa Hunch comes through.
Oh, okay. I like that. Actually, we haven't seen a lot of throws from PineappleHour. Okay, I like this adjustment here.
Yeah, BSU a couple times is definitely good.
Oh, then he just got shot from the screen away, and just like that, HackFraudWizard out of the corner.
No bullets, no focus. Okay, finally does focus up and gets one back in the chamber. Way to get your sea legs back in that moment. Had no resources of any kind and still finds a way.
Oh, and then gets the hit here. Here's that mix-up. Counter hit, he's got the super. That should do it right there. And you guys couldn't see it on stream there, but I saw the hands being thrown up by PineappleHour. Like, what can you do? What can you do to this character? Say, but like it's just so odd to me. So.
All right, let's see if the Baiken is able to make up the ground here against the Happy Chaos. I was not expecting to see the amount of Baiken we've had. This has been a welcomed surprise.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you right now that I'm still sad we haven't seen a Dizzy on stream. So, you know.
Dizzy's in a weird place. I don't think we're going to see any Dizzy, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's so crazy, too, because, like, you saw the trailer, and she had the angel wings thing, and you're like, oh, my God, this character's so broken. But, you know.
Yeah, and then we labbed for 20 minutes, and we were like, how do I possibly use this?
Right.
How could I ever?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, dude. Sets up the Tommy, though. Unfortunately, life total already starting to dwindle here.
Yeah.
Dashes up and gets the super focus just to make sure we're good on resources.
Oh, he didn't go for... Oh, he just was shy of the super. Sorry, monitor was a little far away. I thought he had the super.
Hey, when you're sitting back lounging, it's tough.
Yeah, I know, right?
When you give me a couch to sit on while I'm commentating, you think I'm not going to hit the lead sometimes? Come on.
I mean, I'm leaning forward right now. This is not comfortable. I'm going back, dude. I'm going back here, so.
Good cleanup. Sets up the curse one more time. Life starting to dwindle.
And, of course, the one I'm looking at is like half the size, so, you know.
Got that throw again.
Oh, what the? I don't need.
That's the go move.
I'm going to block this whack-ass mix-up.
That's the Gobu. He made that so popularized. Not a lot of people were using BRC slowdown on a dash down to threaten almost a tri-jump as well as the high-low when you land.
Right.
He popularized that, and it has just taken off. It's a community gem now.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. Gets the throw. Gonna get the tether established here. Not really a high-low mix-up. That was just a meaty right there. A meaty setup. Hoping he would press buttons on his wake up. Got the perfume on him here right now.
Oh, he sneaks in the low.
Okay. Throw PRC OS.
I definitely like the idea with the burst there, though, because the resources were very low, didn't have very many bullets. So if you're going to go for a burst in a moment like that, that's definitely the right call.
Right. Oh, boy. Corner position once again. Oh, you see right there, trying to steal a turn. Nice call out by Silver Ritter. And is going to be able to get the round as a result with the fireworks.
Like, people's supers are like Axel's doing like time stops, Eno and Elphelt are like shooting lasers and stuff. Baiken, gun, just a gun.
Yeah, there it was right there. Oh man.
Air to air works out well, gets to the wall, even with the positive bonus ticking up. Still a really good situation here for Jack, I feel like. Now a big guess coming up. We do have plenty of meter though. Had the 2S but doesn't go for anything afterwards. Instead just dashes up. The gunshot does pull us in though, but doesn't turn it into anything.
Okay, and you use the right RC right there to be able to make that combo finish. Oh, but a call out on the burst with the perfect timing.
And it's as close as it can get to when the animation of the RC and the burst overlap.
Oh, man. Oh, and there we go. Got the anti-air counter hit. Going to be able to confirm the whole entire thing. Obviously not going to be a hard knockdown there. Oh, wow. Just wake up with the crouching slash right away. The 2S.
Oh, my God. Fast RC to be able to get clear of him on the cross up there.
Oh, okay. Not close enough to get the wall splat. All right, got the YRC, and I like that throw. Here's the mix-up setup. Dude, I don't know how he blocked that.
Your guess is as good as mine. Crazy work at hand.
Good tag, but actually saw the button coming out. I think he was hoping he would be able to hit it before the actual slash came out.
Oh, the deflection was good, but the gold burst is better. Takes the shot, and actually does get plus frames.
Right? I didn't think that was going to hit, but then again, the same anti-air and a gunshot from Jack.
Run-up hook saves the day. Is able to pull the gun afterwards and be able to confirm the kill 2 games in a row, but they've been very close ones here.
Dude, I was just about to say it's another one of those proverbial close 2-0s right now. So it doesn't feel like it's been a 2-0 match because Silver Ritter's been playing so well. But as you mentioned right now, Jack, kind of the story in the scene right now.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh. There we go, RC to keep the pressure going. Great defense from Jack, but in one of these games, it's just like you can only block for so long. There's so many mix-ups. You don't want to be in that situation. You can't rely on your block defense to get out of those situations.
Ooh. Yeah, great headbangers ball, looking good. Focuses up one more time and tries to go for the trade, but unfortunately things don't work out. No bullets left in the chamber now. It's actually a big deal. If you can't get a reload at some point, this round is just going to end. This game is going to get away from you.
Oh, what is happening? Wow, that actually just caught the events on. Didn't come out fast enough. Oh, you got hit. And now the meter is built as well. So this is a huge situation because now we've got the hard knockdown.
And a fully loaded gun.
Yeah, and just what mix-up at this point in time. Oh, man. Which side to block? Which side is he on?
Who even knows? Takes it down to the final round here. And the JPs, what a dash to get the confirm. So clean from Jack.
Oh, boy. So right there, just about a fourth of that life right down, and now half-life is gone. Baits the burst out. Gonna get the damage rescaled here, and we got the super, the Deus Ex through the wall, hard knockdown once again, full bullets. What do you do? Just die by Chipp. Try to do something desperate, not gonna work. Jack takes it.
Had plenty of time for the 2K2D, dials it up so effectively. No need for anything too fancy in a moment like that. You love to see it.
Like, I got you, I'll wait.
Is a Bedman B&B like an entire bed and breakfast?
That's what I'm thinking, right? You know, does it come with the Continental, or do you kind of have to step out to get a little bit of, you know, eggs and coffee in the morning?
If it's, I'm not going to go any further into this analogy. We're going to get into the match, though. Then what we are seeing is that aggression that we did see in the button check as well. I really like these jump overheads. Get that immediate area shift.
Yep.
A huge damage as well, and you're getting the positive tension bonus. But there's that flash kick buff that we're seeing now. Good reversal, and it's not as punishable if it whiffs.
Yeah, kind of a bold DP there, right? You know, you had so much meter to try and bait it out on Jane Chromacopia's side, but either way, now we have barely any health for straight out of Compton, so we're just trying to look for some of these needle follow-ups, chip yourself away. But if anyone can bring this round back, it's back turn. Leo got you up against the wall, getting a little bit of meter for that F3 just to buy yourself one more chance.
But there is no one more chance. You're only on fire.
Exactly.
That was a really strong round from Jane, which I liked a lot. And it's nice to see because we haven't seen that many Bedmans historically that can be very powerful. There's been like maybe one or two.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's nice to see this. You know, this, I won't want to say early. It is noon here in the Central Time Zone.
Yep.
But we are seeing some really good aggression and some strong combos. The pushback on the Turbulence was really huge there. And look at the counter hit damage that you're getting off of this. So good.
Yeah, exactly. Brings you over to the other side, coast to coast. This East Coast corner with 50%. Still not going to be lethal here. I imagine PRC maybe is not what you're looking for there. Maybe looking to set up one of the arrow follow-ups, and that's a error in and of itself. The DP comes out. Still burst available for straight out of Compton, but I imagine we're trying to save it for this potential last round.
I would agree with that if there is a potential last round, but there definitely could be the burst is definitely necessary there for Jane to stay into this round. Really like using these projectile spam, not something that we have seen before in the previous round, and it is obviously working. It is keeping straight out of Compton very far away. Buddy!
What are we supposed to do? You know, maybe thinking, okay, let me info through something. Maybe we're going to go a little crazy. There's so much meter, you know, on Jane's side that, maybe we're going to YOLO go for Beyblade RC and I can catch it preemptively, right? But still a rough situation to try and make your way in, right? Especially with Leo's dash block. But let's see if we can swap it up in game number 2. Looking for a little stagger pressure from Jane, but the DP takes out that burst.
So I like the way that Jane used the burst there for that first flash kick, but then had nothing available afterwards. However, it seems like Straight Outta Compton is relying on that flash kick very heavily, and Jane is adapting beautifully. Okay, the YRC does get that little bit of guard crush. Not guard crush, excuse me, but a little bit of pushback there. Oh my goodness, that was from downtown approximately.
Yeah, right.
But
I thought
now
it was
you're going to grab.
Exactly.
And now you're stuck in the corner. And you see, now we're seeing that, what I was just calling out about Straight Outta Compton, using the flash kick as a crutch, and unfortunately, it's not working anymore. Jane has adapted.
Yeah.
Not seeing. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Almost fully out of HP. One touch here. The RC, but nothing really to be found off of it, right? Maybe a little bit too late for the shockwave, but finally the JD from that top rope. Another round for Jane.
Very, very strong round. I'm curious if Straight Outta Compton. Okay, nice. That was, I was going to say, if they're going to adjust, it was a different round start. They didn't backdash flash kick.
Yeah.
However, they did as soon as I said, oh, they didn't do it, and then they did.
Exactly.
Counter hit there, really nice stuff. I'm curious if there's going to be another projectile spam round depending on what's happening, but unfortunately, once again, Straight Outta Compton is relying on the flash kick, and they're not adjusting to what Jane is putting out in response.
And this routing is so sick too, right? The vacuum off of the JS as well, bringing us in. No! We tried to mash out on the explosion and somehow you're still alive, but this is such a rough situation. Even with all the meter in the bank, right, you still have to make your way in before Jane even chips you away with 1, 2 needles and still has a burst to stay alive!
Whoa, the PRC there, that was so impressive.
PRC Wild Assault just to get that final hit and armor on through. That's a second game on the board.
Yeah,
right.
that, and of course, as a reminder, in case you're new here, which a lot of you are not, but if you are and you've just tuned in and you're like, what's going on? All Guilty Gear Strive is 3 out of 5 throughout the entire bracket, so this is not first to 2, it's first to 3. So we get a lot of Guilty Gear Strive action here on Tampa Never Sleeps at Frosty Faustings XVII.
Absolutely. You get a lot of time to adapt as well, but the thing is, you know, you called it out so well earlier, right? A lot of these DPs, I can tell what we're looking for Straight Outta Compton, right? A lot of times we're taking to the skies, we're looking for IAD air-to-air, we're looking for SDP anti-air, but a lot of times, you know, I think just playing on this back foot, Jane Chromacopian not feeling too forced to take too many risks to open you up.
No, using those error codes really beautifully from Jane as well.
Yeah.
Getting these explosions. Jane is so actively adapting to everything that Straight Outta Compton is putting out. That's the first time we've seen a really successful back turn combo, and I really love that. And then the RC into the Turbulence, that really standard Leo combo that we're used to seeing. So clearly that there are strong things from Straight Outta Compton, but I just feel like Jane is doing such a good job adapting. It's right down to the wire.
Oh, there we go, and the jump back JH is going to be enough. I was going to say, for Straight Outta Compton there, I don't know if I love the meter usage, right? We ended up breaking the wall that didn't have, we had a meter disadvantage after, going into it where Jane, had RC to enforce the situation. Still able to take the round for it, but I think it's this corner rounding that's going to be so big here. But now, no 50 to worry about on Jane's side, that we have this positive bonus, right? Imagine we're going to try and stall it out a little bit, as we get caught by Beyblade.
Yeah, I like it. We stall it out, and immediately, no stall, only go.
Exactly.
But now we're finding so much confidence from Straight Outta Compton. This is exactly what I wanted to see. And like you were calling out, using some of those air dashes as well. Successful flash kick uses the burst to counter. Another flash kick. Bruh, who do you think I am?
If one works, we might as well go for two, maybe even three. Earlier on, we were getting conditioned into saying, oh, no! You had lethal! It's okay, Straight Outta Compton still able to bring it back. I see some smiles in the crowd. They're like, that's my goat. Sometimes you gotta warm up a little bit. It's okay. First games of the day, I imagine. Also being the first game on stream, there's a little bit of nerves, So.
Yeah, just imagine you show up to your pool. Hey, you're going on stream.
Your stream runner comes up to you. It's like, are you okay with playing on stream? You're like,
you better
okay,
be.
I just downed a monster 5 minutes ago. Ran straight over and checked in, but checked out on the burst. The burst to be seen on either side and caught out of the IAD. Jane slowing down the pace once again, and now just catching Straight Outta Compton with this close slap confirmed.
Oh my goodness, so much damage. Beyblade let it rip repeatedly. And then again, using these explosions to continue the combo. That was a near perfect from Jane. What a response to that great third game we saw at Straight Outta Compton. But that time the flash kick was actually very successful. So we're seeing some success on the side of Straight Outta Compton again. But Jane, these counter hits.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, dropped a lot on the 2H counter hit, and the error follow-up actually ended up dropping the combo as well. So
ooh, the projectile. I love how we both just went, ah!
So much to try and keep up with. It didn't build up the RC, which is so scary. Straight Outta Compton, I think, doubting a little bit, thinking, oh, maybe you're going to build up that 50, but it wasn't enough. The clash with the DP keeps you alive for now. It's a big scramble. All right. Trying to look for the double air stall here off of the recall. Empty error follows coming up from Jane, and sometimes to close out the round, you got to pull out the 6H.
That burst was from downtown and actually worked. Oh my goodness, such good FDing on the side of Jane. Yeah. Coming in though, Straight Outta Compton is not dead, and not dead means you can still fight.
Exactly. Oh no, but all the meter spent finally finds a 2S counter hit. Not the most damage you could find, and the back throw is enough to seal it out. 3-1 here for Jane. Chromacopia. So you're going to be moving on to round number 2.
That was a very intense game. What looked like it was going to be so much in the favor of Jane really turned around with some great adjustments in that third game. I mean, in what is probably two of the, biggest spread of biggest loser and winner of this patch. Exactly. What does that look like?
Yeah, winners and losers, heroes and villains of the patch. I see the Randy plush giving you a little bit of motivation on the side here as we head into our next match. We're going to let the intros rock for just Mr. R and music.
Gosh, the animation. Speaking of animation, you hear of this really great show coming out for Guilty Gear.
I hear we got a little anime on the horizon. I forget, is Ram in the trailer? No, right?
I don't remember.
I forget. I'm pretty sure Potemkin was not. But, we still have the entire season to see your favorites.
Yes.
We'll see. Maybe the trailer is, hiding a few more secrets for when it finally airs. But Duel 1, let's rock.
I love the backdash, and it was still like, you're not out of range. Just kidding.
Exactly. Set up the bar slash there.
Okay, did manage to come in. This is really interesting because a lot of Ram players do prefer to stay out of range for a long time.
Yeah.
But wow, 2K2D unmatched. Yo, what a reversal though. Music is kind of ready for this.
I was going to say, thank God for just Mr. R that it didn't wall break, but still, being up against the corner against Ram, even without any meter, can still be pretty tricky to try and escape, even with the armored pop buster. But now, going coast to coast, still finds the mash shot on the 5B here for music.
Nice YRC, was fishing for a little bit with that 2K, didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
Gets the slide head as well for that knockdown. There's so much damage on the side of Potemkin. Whoa, we get the launcher. Yeah, the audience was popping off for that. That was a big damage! Oh my goodness, and another reversal with that overdrive.
Yeah,
Whoa.
okay, scary set of situations, right? 5D might have been lethal, but, you know, we end up leaving a little bit of damage on the table. Ends up going for the Mortar Bottle, still not able to kill, but sometimes the scramble is all you need. But we're going to scramble out with this PV, bring us over to the corner. What? Tried to go for it again?
Oh, I like the double jump to get into the corner again. Yeah, getting those guard crush staggers as well. Oh my goodness, Music is really aggressive and in a way that is just asserting dominance. However, Mr. R is really trying to get back in there.
Yeah, that was scary, right? Throw whiff, you have the RC slowdown, you're landing on the way, just whipping that JP, but got the 5B, no kill confirmed because we're looking for the stagger, and Hammerfall ties it up.
Wow. Golly day, there's so much damage.
Okay, ended up passing by like ships in the night there off the far/2S, but either way, spend a little bit of burst here for Wild Assault. Like you mentioned, Music playing very aggressive, right? You might not think this for Ram, someone who has so much range to try and keep Potemkin at bay, but trying to bring the fight to him and, you know, only getting wall broken for it.
That wall break came from a really far distance, too. That's something to keep in mind. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of power. It's hard not to compare Ram to what she was.
Yeah.
The way that Music is playing Ram, you can tell that they are a very proficient player.
Yeah.
They've got combos. They have incredible reads. Unfortunately, that book was in another library because you did not read that. Good Lord in heaven.
Librarian, help me. Send me the clip where 2S actually beats Kara Potbuster on round start. That's crazy work. But still, even after, right, you know, we're still able to escape. Music caught out of the IAD, but a couple of these crucial drops, right? It's so back and forth to try and keep this momentum, but the backdash is clean on the Potbuster attempt. Calvados, one of these supers that we're not going to see quite as much as before, right? Needs both of the swords available, so, you know, if you're deep into the pressure sequence and you find that kill confirmed, won't have it available, and still doesn't do quite as much damage as we're used to. Just Mr. R just needs one more straight hit. Damn!
Oh, but that was a huge hit.
Yep.
Okay, we're using the PRC and the jump overhead. Yeah, you has to force out that, where they forced out the burst. Didn't have to use it, but it was a good time. Yo, just walking menacingly? Okay.
No,
oh, BRC, wow.
So that round is a heartbreaker, right? Because we did the double jump to bait out the burst, but in the final moment didn't believe or maybe just didn't hold back in time and ended up getting bursted regardless into that scramble. That won just Mr. R the round, so hard to try and lock back in.
Again, like, Music is working so hard, and you can see these incredible combos. Their game knowledge is incredible as well. You can see they're using the PRC. They used the deflect shield in the last round to great effect. They know the system mechanics very, very well. It's just Potemkin's real good right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's scary, right? You know, you're clearly aware of like all the options that you have, but I think the cohesion of the game plan, right? Oh, I want to spend burst and deflect shield to, you know, get Potemkin off of me versus, okay, now I'm going to run in PRC flip kick to end Potemkin's face, right? So as long as we're trying to switch up the game plan, it's not going to work, and Scoop behind the back with the heat
I was going to say, switch up, speaking of which.
So ran right into the stop sign. Another far slash to put 2 games on the board here for just Mr. R.
Music looks frustrated.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would be too.
Yeah.
You are playing so well. And, I mean, are there mistakes? Yes, of course. Unfortunately, those mistakes are being exploited by a character that is able to do so very efficiently. And now we are on character select screen. Thinking of maybe the May, but goes back to Ram, taking a second to breathe, think about it. Always recommended.
Yeah.
Change. No, we're going to keep the same colors. Honestly, I really like that color palette.
I mean, this is the tech that they don't tell you, but you see it in tournament and you realize, oh, this is an option, right? Going back to character select, and not only that, just giving yourself a little bit of time to breathe. Whether it's, okay, what is getting me hit? What is not working in my offensive game plan? Or even just taking a second, you know, breathe in for 4, breathe out for 8, just reset the nervous system real quick, because you have to win 3 games in a row here, right? It's going to be difficult, but let's see what Music can bring out.
Again, I'm really, really impressed with the confidence in which they assert their pressure.
Yeah.
Because I think it's really good. Wild Assault, once again, being able to close the distance and get it. Oh my God, I was like, hello, please just confirm this.
Life is good. It's okay. Sometimes we can whip the sword toss because we still don't have it. We whip the other side because we didn't have the other sword stuck in the stone. But Music has brought the aggression to 200%. What we were talking about earlier, right? Using some of these defensive mechanics to build up that space, but instead if Music is going to go full aggro, we might as well put 100% into it. Not 100% of the HP on that PB, though.
Yeah, burst there, enabled to stay alive in the round. That was good. Oh my gosh, they are... You can tell that there was stress there.
Yes.
So when they went in to slam that sword, it was on the other side of Potemkin, allowing just Mr. R to get in. So that was why we saw that massive damage with the pot buster that came out.
Exactly.
Hey, caramba!
Ooh, tried to backdash in the corner looking for the PB, but was inspired by the charge dust from earlier. Just Mr. R said, good reminder. Then we got 50 on the board for it on this positive bonus. I didn't think that would kill. Even off the counter hit, I thought we'd have like just a sliver of HP left.
No.
Apparently not.
No, and a perfect on the round for Mr. R. I mean, just incredible stuff. Okay, we're seeing those rock tosses again, which got Music in a lot of trouble in the first game and is unfortunately getting them into trouble in potentially the last round of this. You're grabbed, you're not dead, but you're also going to get the area shift, which is going to give the positive tension to just Mr. R. And we've seen that he is such a menace with meter.
Yeah, extra damage, more tension. We're waiting this out, and we have so much HP to survive, so it's chilling, right? We didn't want to give Music the positive bonus, but
oh no,
Hammerfall RC is the kill. 2H behind Hotashi on the player cam.
Yes.
You guys probably saw in the previous pools as well. We have Frieza in attendance.
We do.
Frieza was watching TNS Goku's match, which I think is a little crazy, getting a little bit of intel on your, sworn mortal enemy. But now he's just watching, having a good time in the audience, checking it out. It looks like we're all good off of the button check, but Froggy Wallet gonna be pulling up with the Axel, which, Bridget into Axel, of course, a couple of characters that have some pretty tricky mobility. Mobility, I think, definitely in Bridget's side in a lot of ways, between roll and skate as well, but also a ton of long range that Bridget's gonna have to try and, brawl her way in.
Correct. And with some of the changes to Axel, there were some good changes to him, especially with the rainwater changes. But let's see what we get. Oh, the tornado does catch Hotashi.
Yeah, might have been able to get it confirmed there, but just a little bit too early on the close slash. It happens.
Okay, big counter hit from Hotashi.
Yep.
Stuck on the wall, is going to get this damage. Roger! Hey, buddy! Yeah, that's a lot of damage, taking Froggy Wallet down to that half.
Axel, not one of the tankier characters in the cast. We send it with the yo-yo, immediate PRC. It's not a combo confirmed, but it's still the overhead threat off the roll. And now it's 50 meter down the drain for Froggy Wallet. This tension penalty is so rough, but even if you were to survive, it'd be so long until you build up any more meter. It's a clean round one to go.
Frieza!
He's not impressed? Okay, he's a little impressed.
Yeah, he was impressed.
Okay.
I'm impressed with the dedication and the cosplay. It's incredible.
Snail, nothing to be found though.
Ooh. All right, getting those sickles in there. The tornado, I was going to say it didn't work, and then Hotashi walked into it.
Yep. It was like 3 Rensens in a row, and then we finally set the tornado. We run up behind it. Now, it's looking like a rough round for Hotashi. I cannot believe the DP reads, but this single storm will surely seal the deal to tie up the round 1-1.
Froggy Wallet was really ready for the incoming aggression from Hotashi.
Exactly.
And I mean, that's where Bridget is so scary sometimes, but if you're ready for it, you have to adjust.
Yep.
Liking the Wild Assault that was coming in there. Look, and just these single hits and the mix. This is what we know a lot of Bridget players for. In particular, Hotashi is really good at this high-low mix. Coming in and over, not ever sure which way you're going.
Yeah. Should be the Roger Super. No, the walk back, maybe a little drop, but either way, you have a 100 meter and Roger wheel to seal out game number 1. So I like how we started off round number 3 in particular from Hotashi, right?
Yes.
We saw, block string into Blue Wild Assault into guaranteed yo-yo set, right? So spending that 50 there, not the worst thing in the world, even if they did have burst, right? Because you're at a plus 50 burst differential, but especially because you knew that Froggy Wallet, down around and you only need to get, a couple more mixes on someone who doesn't have a ton of health, looking for that early checkmate, and we're going to be seeing it again up against this corner. Froggy Wallet, how do we escape? No, the defense was so good!
It was good. Okay. We're seeing such... Oh, I like that air dash. We're seeing such good combos from Froggy Wallet. Unfortunately, that burst was not what they wanted. I'm sorry that I complimented you. That was my fault.
Caught out the instant burst timing. Hotashi saying, all right, you're all the way up there. I'm all the way down here. I can wait out a little bit and see if we have the instant panic burst. Speaking of, we panic and we get caught with the skate. It's RC, the double super, pulling up here for Hotashi.
Such mindful gameplay.
A little 2H action. We send it over with the yo-yo. The recall actually ends up reaching Froggy Wallet, caught up against the corner once again.
All right, area shift. What do we get? I like that it's just, this is projectile wars that are attached to some kind of string. Wow, what a great catch for Hotashi.
Oh no, but the jump back JH not going to work out there. Hotashi would have had lethal on board, but I thought we had a little bit more momentum going off of that fast RC, the 6K? The 6H rather.
Ooh, the RC2, but FD'd out of it, doesn't matter, you're going to get the throw. That's the thing with using a lot of faultless defense is, yes, it's a really effective tool, but with a character like Bridget, or frankly like Axel, if when you can get in, the grab is always a threat.
I know. You're holding the big green bubble, trying to build up a little bit of space, but that passivity, of course, allows Hotashi to run up. But the DP went right through the Cheryo bomb there. Still not going to be able to get a punish because you're locked into that animation. Tried to be tricky with the 2K OTG reset there, but not going to work out on Hotashi. It's a counter at DP.
All right. Switching areas once again. I love it. That's so funny.
What up? That's the third baited reversal in a row from Hotashi.
It's
calling it
so
out every
good.
single time. Yeah, Froggy Wallet, whether it's YRC, whether it's burst, any way to try and escape. He's been caught out on defense every single time. You know, the defensive timing needs to be swapped up, delayed, or even just held onto for Froggy Wallet, I think.
I totally agree. Okay, we get that throw. Oh, I was expecting a much bigger punish off of that deflect shield, but it did what it was supposed to do. It established space. However, now fighting for their life, get out of the corner. Didn't get the grab. Hotashi just down backing for his life.
Yeah, there we go. A little jump, neutral jump, just to get ourselves a little bit of space on the screen without being risked of, caught up in a soaring strike.
Using so many deflect shields, good effect, but these throws have netted so much for Hotashi.
Did we put in a throw? We didn't. No, it was the empty
Oh!
INT and the jump over the second hit, keeping it clean with the punish on the Axel suit. No! It's peak.
Well,
he had the opportunity, he had the resources.
we're going to be looking to see what you can get off of that. It was already a pretty powerful button, so getting to see what a buff to it does is always fun.
Yeah, let's see how much of the Childish Shenanigans, the empowered specials we can kind of get away with here. As we head into our next match again, Nuclear Monhei versus Essence. The dash out of the corner, we whip the 5K and then autocorrect on the other side. If it misses once, let's just do it again, but still able to escape the corner here.
Getting, you said escape the corner? No, we stay in the corner. That's where we live now.
I guess so. Double jump IAD just to bring you right back up against this East Coast corner. We spend the 50 on the Uzumaki Barrage as well to bring Essence on this hard knockdown.
My goodness, you just, sometimes you say coast to coast and it's just East Coast, like you were saying. You're just staying up here. Hey, would you like to see this top of the stage? This is what it looks like.
That's what it's, one coast, one king, but northeast, southeast rivalry, right, with the wall run combos. The DP, I actually thought it was going to be able to kill, but no DPRC to secure the combo. Now we're just waiting for one more hit, and the OTG Rekka does it.
So there were some changes, I know, to 2D on Giovanna, just sort of the way that works. I'm curious how that is going to affect the combos that we're seeing, because we've already seen Giovanna try to use the 2K 2D and it hasn't worked as well as it has in the past. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're watching this, because yes, this patch has been out for like a hot minute, but not terribly long, a couple of weeks.
Exactly,
so these are things, if you're playing these characters, to just keep in mind.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of time to get used to it. We go for the IDJH, stay on the same side, and keep it clean with the perfect Nuclear Monhei. All right, off to a strong start.
Yeah, that is a very... I'm always amazed at how fast Chipp is, and now I'm like, oh, he real fast. It's like the game just goes even more quickly. Great counter hit. Good stuff. Yeah, forcing out that burst again, trying to go back to neutral. Babykins, you live in this corner. Side switch again, too?
Yeah, and it's not even just the speed that Monhei is playing at, because obviously the dash speed coming out from Geo is pretty stellar as well, right? But even the quick reactions, oh, I see you're IDing as well. Let me do a quick button in JK instead of a JH to make sure I win out on this interaction. Now we really only need one stray hit. The trade working out in Essence's favor, though.
Great throw into the corner, but what a great counter hit in response. The backdash not punished. Throw again. That throw animation from Geo is really ambiguous, so you have to be aware of that. The overhead, these are some of the fastest characters in the cast, and you're seeing them played just turbo mode.
Exactly. Here we go, the walk back, micro dash 5K, the 5H to catch on the backdash as well. That's burst down from Monhei.
I'm so glad that you called that out. It was exactly what I wanted to point out. Woo, slash, buddy!
work. The slash behind the back, no California. The IBFD for a little bit of space. The 2D counter hit and a clean confirm from Monhei as well, but we spend it on the tightrope application.
Yo, so how are we going to use the tightrope? Oh, we use it a little bit there. Really nice stuff. The YRC trying to reestablish that spacing. Side switch.
Oh my god, you tried to dash block yourself out of the corner, but because we went for the J2K air style, it ended up crossing you up as well. And now we got the Zansei Ryoga for the kill. That's Nuclear Monhei for 2-0 right now.
All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing that I love to do. We're going to time the third match.
I mean, they've been speedruns so far, right? You know, I'm going to call it, 2 rounds in a row. Can we do it in under 60 seconds? I mean, we're off to a good start.
Yeah, we sure are. It's only been 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And so we're getting into it very, very quickly. Big counter hit on the side of Essence, though.
Yeah, I like the delay.
I do too. Is this going to be some more stuff? Yeah, there's that grab again. Trying to get the wall break damage, but good FDing on the side of Nuclear Monhei. Ooh. Ooh, what a burst.
Yeah, that was tricky earlier, right? We saw the Chabe, the startup that empowered to the rest of the specials, and then ends up going for empty throw, but sets up the tightrope. Tricky ends up on the other side.
I love that so much. Now you're going for the low. You're going to go ahead and spend the meter. You have it, and you're going to have 50% tension again very, very quickly, which is fantastic. So now we're all got the knockdown. Oh my gosh, where was he? You couldn't even see in that.
He was like hidden behind the blue RC while actually disappeared off of the Alpha Blade, and we couldn't even tell what side am I supposed to be swinging. Do I want to block or do I want to challenge? But you have to hold on. It's set point for Nuclear Monhei.
That was so incredible just because of the way that the animation frames were drawn during that little segment.
Yeah. The Chipp doesn't have invisibility anymore, but sometimes these tricky RC situations, the slowdown, the BRC with a drop of the confirm, it's okay, we call it a reset, but it's still not enough to kill. One touch.
Okay, there it was. Yeah, you just have the trade.
Keep it clean. Don't even have to go for a 6P and risk whipping. Just go for a 5P. You know the trade is still going to be lethal.
All right, so now Essence finally bringing the heat back to Nuclear Monhei.
Yeah.
Okay, we did get that burst out. That is a huge resource to not have during this third round. And Nuclear Monhei is taking huge advantage of that. We go back from whence we came.
Yeah, I really didn't want to give Chipp that early positive bonus, but still able to win the scramble off the ID, the air mobility, the RC. I like the delay from Essence to try and catch out the DP, but the delay was just too long for Monhei. Now you need one straight hit, the RC behind, and we spend the burst to stabilize the round.
Ooh, good deflect shield as well. Just trying to establish anything, getting a foothold in here. The side switch not working this time. The backdash is going to keep Essence safe, though.
Man, that was a beautiful block from Essence. Now anything, even a throw RC combo should be enough. Tries to go for the walk back 5H. It's not enough. The DP whiffs and the BRC down. Nuclear Monhei doesn't finish the job, but the JH does it. It's 3-0. Of course, neither of them having DPs to, try and escape no meterless reversal and pressure, but, Geo is kind of the old reliable for Creator in a lot of ways.
I'm also curious. Now, Mei did suffer a little bit from a couple of nerfs, and I do really love what Creator is bringing immediately to the table with that speed, because while Slayer does have buku damage, as one might say, the speed from Creator might be very advantageous as we're seeing right now.
Exactly, because Mei, can be so dominant both on the ground and on the air, right? We have JH, we have 5H, far slash 2S as well. So many of these big anchor normals that can really dictate the pace and put up these big walls. But if you're able to bait out a lot of these whip punishes, Geo has the speed to get such big damage off of those whips.
Yeah, and I mean, I was just saying, Slayer has big damage, but like you had just mentioned, Geo, when given the opportunity, can also pump damage as well.
Exactly, yeah. Kind of bait it out, run in for the dash, stop it a little bit early, see if Smokey is going to play a little too preemptive. But damn, the split and the air dash back, we're threatening the high-low shenanigans off of it. I assume it's probably fuzzyable, but in the heat of the moment, especially if you're not used to it, I imagine it can be super tricky. But we saw this last set as well, the anti-air 5B, and now getting the best confirms we can off of it.
Yeah, that is just... that is a very beautiful animated super.
That's what I'm saying. Spinning dog kick.
And got that gold burst for Mei, which is good. Yeah, immediately using it too, but the RC is burst from Creator.
Exactly. Ooh, BRC.
Yikes, stripes. Ooh, what a great cross-up overhead. An incredible combo confirm as well.
Yeah, I wonder if because we had the 50, I think we built it up middle of the combo. I know the scaling was looking pretty rough off of the empowered flip kick. I wonder if we would have been able to at least bring over to the wall and kill in that interaction. But keeping it clean just to make sure, and then making it one more interaction. Creator takes game number 1.
Totsugeki! Oh.
I love found off the counter hit Dolphin.
I love that between the spiral arrow and Totsugeki, it's just the entire time.
It's not unstoppable force versus immovable object. It is just two unstoppable forces that sometimes miss each other.
I love this 5P. What a simple counter to get an incredible combo confirmed and just keep it going. It's not a ton of damage, but because you have that positive tension bonus, you're getting a lot off of it. YRC though, and what a big counter hit punish.
Yeah, I like that. Being so ahead, Creator didn't go for, oh, okay, I'm gonna, clip you and go for this burst bait. Instead, I'm just like, okay, if you're gonna use your burst here, it's fine. I can win this round, so I don't have to go for any of these crazy shenanigans. But now bursting, try and keep the momentum here. Smokey has their own available, but is able to find the falling JH.
All right, gets a throw. So we're finally seeing a little bit of momentum on the side of Smokey, but really great defensive options on the side of Creator. The BRC, oh, what a bait on that burst.
So smart, because me personally, I'm thinking, oh, okay, I missed the punish, but I'm going to take my plus frames. Baited out the gold burst, didn't bait out the YRC, but still, that's 50 meter down the drain for Smokey, and 100% HP down as Creator finds the anti-air DP.
That was a godlike sentence, and I need you to know that.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
I do be speaking from time to time.
You do be. We like to yap up in here. But I just need you to know that that was real good. And we are right back into this really quickly, which what a counter hit. So that 5P that I had complimented earlier was punished severely there by Smokey. However, Creator is right back on their feet. I just feel like Smokey does not have the foothold that Creator does in this matchup.
Yeah, we spent the burst, but off of that, full screen scramble situation, wasn't quite ready to try and bring it back. So now we're trying to escape this corner. It's a lot of meter on both sides. PRC for PRC, but what are we going to find off of it? You still lost the scramble. Now spinning dog kick puts Creator on set point.
I was not sure that that was going to be the round, but just because of how damage proration works in this game now, and I was like,
a little tanky too, so thought maybe she might survive with a sliver, but no, instead Creator clean actually ends up on the other side, whiff on the 2K.
All right, yeah, no, we got the Dolphin. This is actually looking pretty decent on the side of Smokey. I like the re-jumps. Yeah, finally getting an overhead. You'd never believe it's going to be the third time. The throw as well. Okay, it's the fourth time too. Now we have to expect it, except you expect nothing. Expect the next round.
Maybe Creator thinking, all right, this is a battery round. Let me build up my burst, because these 5H counter hits, we go for the immediate burst. A lot of these, big damage starters from May, we just want to save it for that next round. A quick poke with a 2K, but again, caught out with this falling JH.
Yeah, the movement from Creator, just backdash and then forward dashing into it, finally getting a clean hit and a good combo. Yeah. The burst just comes out from Smokey's, or it's going to be a little bit risky for them now since they don't have that defensive option, and they don't have anything for deflect shield either with this tension.
Yeah, I like what we saw with the land into Dolphin to try and look for the whip comes, but still able to recover in time. Creator finally walks Smokey down. Are we going to catch the jump? No, it's the double dash cancel.
Get fishing with these 2Ks, and then how? Yeah, my face is like your face, which is
I'm straight pogging out of my gourd. We did dash under to make sure the JH whip, the counter hit close slash, but still not enough to finish the job. Smokey bringing it to one touch apiece, but so much meter on the side of Creator. This should be a clean kill. Do we spend
No, it isn't a clean kill!
Oh, okay.
But you see what happened there at the very end? So there was a deflect shield on the side of Smokey, which, with the awareness...
Underdog story, right?
No.
Gooey has made it into the ranks of course, these other, players that we consistently see in some of these top cuts. But Frankenfaust, no slouch themselves, pulling up here for our next match.
Yeah, and I'm glad we were talking about this, we'll hope they play Faust, and of course they do play Faust. So Faust, receiving a number of changes to hole-in-one, the damage has been reduced significantly by like 50 damage, which is a lot in this game. But also, there's a lot of bug fixes that happen on his item throws, which is very important because that can just really change the pace of the match. But not if you're ooey gooey chewy Snickers, who's doing a great job.
Yeah, we saw the blue bird, we saw the blue RC, but how are you going to use it to escape when ooey gooey just waiting on the other side? The slowdown didn't find anything to counter hit. Frankenfaust down around.
Yeah. Okay, that was a really nice approach, and then the bomb coming out.
Just wait out the animation. Cool guys don't look at explosions, not to do doctors. We got the mini Faust still here chilling after the burst, so even with 100 meter down, still keeping the pressure on with 3 item tosses. We spin through the meteor shout.
That was so cool to see that. And did you see during that spin that one of the bombs went straight over? Exactly. It displaced it. That was huge. Yeah, all through time of space, speaking of displacement. Oh my gosh, that did not end up working out for that parry super.
Yeah, didn't get the most damage in the world here for Frankenfaust, but still, just being able to avoid the super and get a guaranteed punish after is already pretty good. Sometimes you swing into the late active frames, you feel like a real fool, but caught out here by Mini Faust. Not enough.
No, not enough at all. Oh, getting eaten once again. Yeah, digestive tract did not love that. Go into space, come out the other side, I guess.
Eaten up by the universe, but I like the run-up BRC, right? Knows that spin is a factor, just giving yourself a little bit of time to assess the situation, and MiniFaust once again, 3 in 3 rounds. Now we got the Afro apply as well.
This is very good stuff on the side of FrankenFaust. Oh my god, break it down for me, J2.
All your luck just ran out. You got the meteors, you got the MiniFaust with the banana peel right behind you. Nothing personnel as you lose your turn and all that space you had in the corner too.
Oh, what an overhead to YRC is going to go into the low. YRC in response to Black Beat doesn't matter if it's still hitting though. Ooh. The tornado goes up on the other side. Again, another tornado and another tornado. Do it 4 times, I dare you. You won't.
Ooh, the weather advisory still working on for Ooey Gooey, staying alive until we run up into the back throw. The instant, I imagine, we're looking for a delay tech there, just going for the deep dash and then trying to find a counter hit. But FrankenFaust just going for the immediate back throw, seals out the game.
These throws. I wish the camera was on me because my face is not fixed right now looking at J2.
I'm losing it, dog.
Oh my god. I was just like, you ended those rounds so cleanly with a throw. That just shows you system mechanics, just basic knowledge of the game can really secure you these rounds because, I mean, ooey gooey, gosh, garly darn. Ooey gooey chewy Snickers, I'm just gonna call him ooey gooey, whatever, is no slouch, and you're seeing that right now, but FrankenFaust is really taking it to him.
Ooey gooey, but the pressure is solid, almost the perfect here, and didn't even need to spend the 100 meter on it, right? It's like you're saying, this pressure coming out from Anji, the spins are so tricky through some of these item tosses, and we haven't really seen a ton of the, full screen Fujin into Nagoriyuki, which now, of course, gives us that full combo and a full 40%. Plus the super, plus the hard knockdown, plus ratio. It is looking rough for FrankenFaust.
Okay, the chorus coming in on the area shift was clean, so good. You just can't write it any better.
Perfectly synced music. Perfectly synced with the PRC.
Oh
Knew that we're looking for the burst. The kill confirmed is clean. Ooey gooey ties up the set. All right.
Wow, what a perfect there. And just wanted to say, I'm taking a look at chat, wanted to say hello to all of our fantastic, nearly 2,000 people hanging out with us on this fabulous Friday. If you're not working, happy day off. If you're working, glad that you're here with us. But we are working to give you the best that we have here at Frosty Faustings XVII.
Oh yeah, if you guys are watching in the office, but you're using the data because Twitch isn't allowed on the company Wi-Fi, shout out to you. Much appreciated for tuning in. I know that 9 to 5 grind, but we know that 50 meter available for ooey gooey. I thought we saw the spin out of the corner, but FrankenFaust still trying to hold on strong. Still gets caught out here. Now it's back to the West Coast. Looks for the super BRC, but the close shot is so active.
Was that first game just data?
I have to imagine, right?
Oh
Ooey
my
gooey,
gosh.
has been running away with the rounds ever since.
Just see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. My goodness. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. What a good exchange. There were a couple of whiffs there, and then using, once again, system mechanics to overcome that.
Exactly. Overcome, improvise, we adapt, and now we send the double fans.
I'm a fan.
I'm a big fan, I would say. Send another big fan here with the Rin.
I love the way the FrankenFaust is sitting on that burst and uses it appropriately right there. Oh, that was such a long recovery on that move. Unfortunately, going to end your life here, especially because of the area damage. All serious, no smiles. But look at the background. Frieza just sits there.
Frieza just pops out, right? Because everybody else is kind of bathed in the blue. We got, a couple...
Beautiful lighting, FYI, here.
Exactly. It shines.
I just pulls out. Oh, I'll come back to that thought later. But, right now, the kindergartners are out. But because of the way that the spin works, the kindergartners didn't hit Anji whatsoever.
Yeah, big chill. We landed on the trumpet, so we were able to keep the corner against Faust. So, using his own parade against him. Now it's really rough. We're one hit away from being on set point, and the 50 meter makes it so tricky on the Fujin.
Another perfect.
Yep.
There's some people you just keep tallies on perfects for, and I feel like ooey gooey is one of them.
Exactly, yeah. There we go, Rin Ender. We're stuck in the corner once again, and now we have another Wild Assault to keep up pressure. We don't even need it. The pickup off Nagoriyuki. We've seen this double fan so many times.
We really have. It's been to great effect, though, so why stop using it if your partner, if your opponent has not shown you that it's not going to work? That was the first time we've seen the Scarecrows in quite some time, and although could have been very effective, follow the glowing eyes, you know where you're going to end up. What a great combo.
There we go. I like the idea coming out from FrankenFaust, right?
Ooh.
Okay, Meteors, I'm going to catch you on the other side with a spin, but it's just not quite gonna work out. But
I got excited.
Don't ever question the quality of the Popcorn Baron again. You'd be
Never.
like, my bad.
No, but we have so much to do here. If you are interested and there's a local even near you, or if you have a regional, you don't have to go to a major, but if you want to get involved, highly recommend, because it is an incredible place to meet great friends and have a lifetime of memories.
Yeah, and sometimes you meet someone exactly like you. So we're going to be seeing the Bridget mirror coming up next. Hotashi is back up on the stand versus Ash. I don't know if I'm going to start calling them Ketchum, Quadruple Ash, but either way, we'll see it. Game number 1. So Hotashi is going to be in the pink. We got Ash in the blue.
Yes, so we do have that. And this is going to be a lot of back and forth. So yeah, remembering the colors is going to be important. Of course, Hotashi does always play that pink, so that's really good to know. But geesh, what a comeback on the side of Ash.
There we go. Green pickup, 2K, close slash. Already so much damage, right? You know, we don't think of Bridget as a particularly high damage character, and even when she does have some of these big confirms, you're building up a lot of burst just with the amount of hits that it requires. But when you're playing against, you know, your own character, maybe that's a weakness that gets mitigated a little bit. You get the Kara break, but it's still not enough to kill even with the Roger Super.
No, not enough at all. There's a lot of same brain cell going on here. There was that BRC for BRC we saw in the middle of it.
Yep.
I'm curious if they're going to do the same round start. That's always the funniest thing. No, that's a very strong start from Ash, though. Putting Hotashi into the corner. The burst, though, does manage to reestablish some space and some pressure. I'm curious what their yo-yo damage is going to be, especially on the incoming and outgoing.
Yeah.
But Asha clearly knows this matchup, so always the question, if this is going to go poorly, does Hotashi switch characters, or do they feel like they want to keep doing the mirror?
Yeah, do we ever see Hotashi going Nago into the Bridget mirror? It's hard to say, but Ash making quick work of that round number 2. I think in that, you know, that round, what's really working out for them is just walking back a little bit. Yes, we saw a pretty aggressive round start with the 2S, but just waiting out the rolls, trying to see if we can bait something out. Speaking of, the burst baited out by Hotashi, and it's up in the corner for it.
That was the first throw tech that we've seen in the entire pool, and that's always very exciting. We got it again. Thank you for showing me how great that is. And this is all anticipatory. Wow, fantastic movement from Ash, though. Backdash doesn't get caught, but is what the BRC? That guy yeeted like a slingshot.
Oh, no, just a little bit too late. Maybe tried to go for maximum corner carry, but ended up dropping the combo for it. Now Hotashi fighting back, still not able to find the kill.
What in the movement?
Oh. The trickiness
There's
with
that
the roll,
cosplay. Let's go.
Oh, there we go. Shout out. They're so absorbed in the game. They're just like, no. Bring it back to the match. I'm trying to see that rematch.
I know. Hotashi dropping the backpack said, oh, I'm here for a long time.
He's looking over at Ash, and he's like, my apologies. I underestimated your game. You know how Goichi had like the little notebook for DBFZ
Oh,
as
yeah.
well? He's scrolling through like the Bridget mirror notes. He's like,
he got the neck crack and the knuckle cracks. That's how you know you're serious.
Didn't even take the game, but we've unlocked phase 2 Hotashi. He's like, all right, I got to take this real serious. Let's see it. Game number 2. Looking for a lot of evasive movement here. Run up, backdash, but Ash stopping you in your tracks with the 5H. Now no burst either side.
Oh, that's actually a pretty detrimental thing, just because of the way your burst meter affects a lot of your defensive and offensive mechanics that you have. Good wall bounces there from Hotashi. It is going to reset, though. So Ash is not going to go through the wall. Brings it back to the middle, though, taking a... Ooh! I'm always nervous about these backdashes because Bridget is such a good punishing character for that, and you can see it right now.
Yeah, exactly. You have the roll to follow through. You have far S5H to catch as well, but still wouldn't even be lethal if we went into the super. So we keep the reset on the implied threat of having that 50 meter, right? The RC available to keep the pressure on. Hotashi runs up on the passivity and pulls up for the grab. That's another round down.
All right, great defense to start. Does get a little hit. I say little hits, and Hotashi's already missing half of their health. Ooh! Oh, the backdash was covered so expertly by Ash in that low.
Yeah. And he tried to go for a back throw there on the drops combo, but we end up getting caught out for a counter hit for your troubles. Hotashi, one hit away, the same great moment on the BRC.
Yes, that's the second time that we've seen that. And another DP reversal.
Hey, JK, the shimmy with the backdash.
Incredible stuff.
Oh, the high hit, the whip on the JS, but it's okay. We still catch you with the falling JK. Ooh, JK, I got another RC behind it, but finally, it's the DP coming up from Ash.
Nice. Great stuff. This is much closer than I had anticipated it being.
Yeah.
And it's certainly putting both of these players to the test of their knowledge of both the character and just how the other person is playing. How quickly can you adapt? Right now, Ash, great job adapting.
Yep, with JK into the empty low. Now it's throw, charge the 5D. Not trying to eat any more of this damage to give you that meter back off the positive bonus. So it's burst down from Hotashi.
Woo! Same brain again!
The double yo-yo toss.
Okay, big counter hit, but not too much that you can do using that yo-yo to close the distance, close the gap, getting that little bit of an RC in there as well.
The 2S straight to the gut, rather. Away. Looking for the double roll, catches up the roll from Ash, but no confirm. Might have been able to build something off of Skate RC, but either way, we have Roger super available. The Ora, Roger Platinum is enough. Hotashi up 2-0.
But he doesn't like it. Like the head shake, the thinking about it. I mean, this is how you know that Hotashi is serious. When there's like, Hotashi is such a great showman.
Yeah. He's
and
a performer for the camera.
Yeah, and when he's thinking like that, you know, oh, this is serious time.
Yeah, he's not in entertainer persona mode. He's like, no. These matches are getting so much closer than I would like them to be.
Right.
So I need to put my full focus into it. A yo-yo toss just to keep you at bay. But you got to be careful of the recall. I like the jump from Ash.
I do too. This is really nice. The Hotashi bringing it back to him. The health differential is always so close between these two players.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, backdash the BRC. Good blocking.
Shades of
my
Ram.
goodness.
Oh no, and the
Yeah, it
Ivy
was
brought
Shades
you
of
back
Ram.
down earlier. I like the adaptation from Ash, knowing to go for the empty low.
Command grab so rarely seen. That's one thing I really like to compliment both of these players on, is that there's a Roger dive and a command grab, and they're not using it all of the time, using it so sparingly that it is legitimately a shock every time it comes up.
We love Ronda, baby. You know, it's not a great low crush. I gotta say, there are situations where you get caught up by 2Ks and you're like, what the hell, man? That was the whole thing I was trying to bait out. But it does get the crowd going crazy. It's also a nice bit of mental momentum, right? Ash coming up strong here, but does get caught up by the counter hit 5H.
Yes. So now, little backdash just right out of range of the yo-yo. The YRC is going to pop Ash backwards. We're getting a nice throw into the other side. Oh, what a great punish on the whiff DP. Oh, Jade, your head's down. I'm sorry, buddy.
That's a route roll for me. I get it. We're trying to hit the extended hurt box of a far slash of a 5H because we were a little bit too far for anything else immediate, but you know, Hotashi just holding on stronger than down back. Now it's set point.
It is indeed set point, but Hotashi is locked in, locked on, trying to make sure that he can get this. That was also an incredible run forward by Ash, being able to confirm with those just basic buttons.
Yeah, but now we're locked up in the corner, opting to hold on to the corner as well, but spent the RC on the mix, so now we still don't have the meter knockdown that maybe we were trying to wait out for.
Oh, such great air movement and air momentum. Oh, same brain, we backdashed once again. Getting the throw, Hotashi's really been great with that. That time the DP does work for Ash. And once again, is this going oh my gosh, that burst.
No!
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh!
Ash, can we hold on one more time? Hotashi needs a couple more hits to bring this back.
YRC.
YRC, if you baited it, that would have been the kill. But either way, we pull up for the throw. One more touch from Hotashi.
Oh, that was a big counter hit. The FD, the deflect shield does come out. The yo-yo coming in again. The overhead as well. Going into the corner, there's potential for the area shift too. Hotashi said, I am not down, I'm not out, and I am moving on. That was incredible stuff at a sliver of health.
He's super sick. And you know what else is super sick?
What?
Seeing my main for this next match. We got Prince Peach locking in on the Eno. So I want to say there were a couple other Enos in this potential comms block pool. We had
Yes.
Nixie at Ash I saw as well. Pink Rain, who I haven't seen in quite some time, but Prince Peach now pulling up with the Eno and keeping the pressure immediately. No button check to be seen. We're instead going immediately for that wild assault.
Yeah, so Eno did receive a couple of nerfs, particularly, I believe, 6H.
Yeah.
So that move that you saw right there had a little bit of a nerf to it, which was a significant part of her combos. But wow, gosh golly, are we seeing a lot of oppression coming out.
Yeah. Lost a little bit on the 6H for combos, but what we really gained is this potential to forward drift and backward drift off of the HCL as well, right? The chemical love. Not only opening up a little bit more combo potential, but just being a little bit more tricky in neutral as well. And I'm saying all this while Eno is getting killed on the screen and now put throw lethal.
It do be like that, but that's okay. You know, Eno, throughout the life of this game, there have been a couple of people who have played her to great effect.
Yes.
I mean, of course, Daru Eno, who refuses to play anybody else.
Yep.
But because it's in his name. But we are seeing some success now Choosing not to go for the wall slump there, though.
So sick. Off the counter hit MLA, you get the forward drift HCL. We're going to do it again. It's the burst out from Creator, trying to hold on to this round. Give ourselves a little bit more meter to build up. The jump over is clean to try and punish the Megalo. So it's a 50 more meter that we have to spend to stay safe with PRC.
But it was, I think it was worth it, though. I mean, for the life of Creator, it was definitely worth it. But now we are seeing quite a bit of damage coming out of Prince Peach. Really like, oh, the Wild Assault coming out there. Very good stuff. Because there's so much pushback off of the FD. However, using that much FD is preventing Creator from getting any significant amount of tension. Which tension on Geo, if you're at 50%, you get 5% more damage, and 100%, you get 10% more damage, which 10% could be enough to close a round easily.
Exactly. It's like the closest thing we got to Warble. A little bit of extra damage for the meter that you have. Eventually, you got to cash out here, but all right, Prince Peach able to hold on and tie up the rounds. I mean, Creator's doing a really good job of fuzzy blocking every single one of these dashes, right? We haven't seen delayed overhead coming out from Prince Peach to try and open that up just yet, but some of these empty lows may be working out. Saw the attempt at the JD, but the deflect shield made it really awkward.
It did make it awkward. This is a great way to describe it. All right, we're getting a hit in now.
Yeah.
Okay, just juggling Eno like she is part of the circus act.
That's what I'm saying. Are we going to escape the surface? The YRC, the VRC scouts it out, though. Creator with all the time in the world to assess and go, I'll wait. I'm chilling. I'll take game number 1.
It was very close, though. It was definitely not one where Creator can sit and be like, oh, okay, I've got this. I'm cool.
Yeah. Also, I like flip kick round start just to try and catch that hover dash area without being, you know, too risky on it from Creator. Little air-to-air action and the wild assault as well.
Nice defense on the side of Prince Peach. Yeah, I really like the sparing use of FD, just trying to, you know, down back when you have to. Yeah, gets a burst out of it, the deflect shield to try and change everything, and that's a very big counter hit. Unfortunately, Prince Peach did take a significant amount of damage just for those little, I don't want to call it Chipp because that is an actual thing in this game.
Exactly.
Wow, that's the command grab version, so we get a beautiful, you know, beautiful animation here. And that's going to actually close it. So just to finish the thought, they were just taking little bits of damage repeatedly. However, finally was able to get that command grab.
Dude, I'm stun locked. When the Megalo hit, there were like 5 people in the crowd that went insane for it. They
popped off.
Crazy.
I mean, I mentally,
I kind of want to hear that again. Like me personally, that's me on the inside. Of course, I can't just be, you know, going crazy on the eardrums right now. But we're going crazy on the HP right now.
Yeah, that's very
As
true.
I'm talking about Eno, Creator's like, no, all eyes on me. We pull up the BRC confirmed. We built up the burst, but we just go straight into it. No look for the burst bait here when you're so far ahead.
No. I mean, at that point, yeah, save your meter, save your life. You might as well just get what you can. The burst immediately out of Creator. Okay, but I really like the hesitation to use any giant bits of that burst meter from Prince Peach, because in particular the deflect shield and the wild assault has been working expertly for Prince Peach. Is this a perfect for a perfect?
Indeed it
sure
is, and it's a
is.
game on the board. The Prince Peach fans in the back, you can hear, well, maybe you can't hear them, but
Maybe
we
you
can hear
can.
them on the desk going a little bit crazy. And I like what we're seeing from Prince Peach now. Right? Now that we've
I do
established
too.
in that first game, okay, Creator is good at the layer 1, like fuzzying the JS versus 2K land high-low shenanigans. Now we're going for dash. It's a delay overhead off of the JD, which now that we have to look for it and really guess on this high-low, makes going back to layer 1 so much stronger, right? So now Prince Peach running away with it once again with this wild assault.
Yeah, and so if you're at home and you're watching this, please just keep an eye on Prince Peach's burst meter, just because that's where your deflect shield and wild assault comes from, and that's been a huge asset in their game plan, much more than Creators has.
Yeah. Speaking of deflect shield, right, we saw Creator just barely get to 50. We saw the MLA.
Another jump over!
We'll talk about that later. This kill from Creator is more important right now. Straight into the spinning dog kick. Prince Peach tried to bait out a deflect shield earlier by looking for MLA PRC and then not actually putting out a hitbox. Nothing happens, so that's 50 meter down the drain to keep the turn that you would have had already if you just let the MLA rock. Now, Creator with the round up.
And in case you don't know about Geo, when she changes color, that is indicating that there is that damage buff on her. So in this color palette, when it's green, that means she has a 10% color or a 10% damage buff on her damage.
Yep, a little extra damage, a little extra health. Trying to look to bait out the instant burst, but I like the delay coming out from Creator. Holding on.
Oh my gosh, that 2D still hits like a truck and from approximately 5 zip codes away. So there you see that green damage. Oh, we've lost Jitsu. He's over the side of the couch. Goodbye, friend.
No, that's more of my comfort character. That's how it goes. Yeah, the fuzzy, I think we were doing pretty good about blocking it when we saw the BRC earlier, but off of that situation, not quite ready, especially when we had the dive kick ready to confirm. Now it's 2-1 Creator. One more match could be it.
Yeah, it really could be. But I like what Prince Peach is putting on the table. I don't think that it is a bad game plan. I think it's just that he's being outplayed.
Yeah. That's how we go. Okay, thankfully the wall splat was long enough that you didn't actually need to land the first hit for it to confirm. I mean, worst case scenario, you get plus frames in the corner, even off of the block super, but still trying to get the guaranteed damage where you can. The OTG, the empty low. Prince Peach, it's down but not out.
No. Not at all. I would love to see this go to a 2-2. We've not had one of those. The closest we've had is a 3-1, so it'd be really nice to get to see more of that, see more Guilty Gear here at Frosty Faustings XVII. Where, that kick. Again, 5P doing numbers for Creator. It's such a simple button. Put it out there, see if it connects.
Yeah, exactly. We even saw it round start, right? Dash 5P. Seems like a crazy round start, but really just a safe way to try and check any backward movement, but also any hover dashes coming up from Prince Peach. And now off of the back of that 5P, we're 1 round away for Creator.
Oh my gosh, what great air movement. Of course, with that non-traditional air movement in the hover dash, which is a key part of our gameplay. What a kick coming out from Creator, though. I'm worried for Prince Peach, honestly.
We hold on strong, caught up on the 5D. It's the tap dust. Now one more touch. This positive bonus is going to build up fast. The RC on the table. No, you could have had lethal. There's no burst to worry about for Prince Peach, but now with 100 in the bank, the extra damage you mentioned, the close slash is enough for Creator to take it 3-1.
Incredible stuff, though. I mean, again, I liked what Prince Peach had out.
Yeah.
I liked the ideas. It was good gameplay, really, but unfortunate.
Yeah, that's how it goes, right? In the game of layers, right? You were just one. I don't know. Let's see, like, do the combo on anyone but Chipp. Do it outside of training mode, the classic. But I don't know, like. Chipp, I imagine, is pretty scared in this matchup, right? Yes, you have the mobility to, outmaneuver Crispy Cthulhu at every turn, but, if we get a good read or, mash out on this Armor Potemkin Buster, it's going to be super scary. But Crispy Cthulhu actually ended up running into him earlier. He saw me get 2-0'd in pools and then put a hand on my shoulder and said, NT. So I don't know, man. I might have to do the same if Marvello is keeping up this momentum in the corner.
Oh, no. Wow. Marvello, of course, yes, there's always something to be said. Oh, Chipp does not do great into this matchup or something like that. Yeah. Marvello, though, is a different question.
Yeah.
Because Marvello is a very prolific Chipp player.
Exactly. It's used to playing in these high damage, volatile matchups where, if I make 1 or 2 mistakes, like, I'm literally going to perish. So I will just not give you the opportunity to try and fight back. We keep the tightrope applied, threaten with these wall run normals, a couple greedy resets when you finally establish the pressure. Crispy Cthulhu having a really hard time just finding any hit.
Well, Marvello's strength has always been in his offense. It always has been. And you're seeing that now. And just the threat of the tightrope being there is making Crispy Cthulhu question what they can do, because it is a distinct red line saying you cannot cross. The cross up, though, is going to hit beautifully.
Yeah, and I love that you call it the tightrope, right? Because we're looking through the, Abare slide head. Oh, okay, I don't know how to open this guy up. Let me just look for armor, but still, a double PB!
And sometimes, you know what? You just get got.
Round 1, I was like, man, Cthulhu having a really rough time finding any opening. You know what? All pity is gone. You're chilling, man. You have the tools to win, but do we have the reads to stay alive?
And I hope that you heard the audience went ham when that happened. I mean, mentally, so did I, because that was pretty tight.
And JS on the other side, a little whirlwind action. 100 meters to Marvello's name.
Yeah, gonna get this area shift. Go ahead, spend the meter, get the extra damage. You might as well. It makes a lot of sense. You want this dude as dead as you can be, because we saw what happened when he's not dead the last time. YRC, what a counter hit, though. The tightrope threat is there. Got the burst baited out as well.
Yeah, he's good. You saw that blue glowing bar, and you're like, all right, I'm going to have to worry about this in a sec. Let me just run up, dash block shenanigans. Now it's a quick game 1 to Marvello.
It was a very quick game, and really because that second round, the life was eliminated in 2 touches.
Exactly, yeah.
2! Just 2.
The round that Crispy Cthulhu was able to take was also a speed run in and of its own right.
Yep, it sure was. All right, we're going to get that burst coming out. There's the tightrope. There's the threat. I thought maybe we would get the grab. That would have been so funny.
I know. All right, the double jump, the JD, but even if you're whipping on the other side of the screen, right, Chipp has the mobility to find the punish on the other side.
Yeah, Chipp has always been death by 1,000 cuts, but he's approximately made of tissue paper, so you have to be very, very careful. There's the threat once again, using it expertly to switch sides and get that jump in, and yep, go ahead, you've got the meter, spend it once again. Because like I said, the only good Potemkin for Chipp is a dead one.
Exactly. Still just chilling on these tightrope conversions, right? Obviously, you know, with a new tool, it takes a little bit to get used to some of these, you know, awkward confirms at different heights on the screen, but, you know, clearly has come into his own right, keeping it clean here against Crispy Cthulhu. The Rekka 3, the overhead tap, and the wall break should be enough. I saw that first whip, and I was like, but it's okay, we still have time to kill.
Not this guy.
No. Just go for the full screen tightrope apply. I mean, what is Crispy Cthulhu supposed to do? You're airborne, so slide head isn't actually going to catch you.
No, okay, yeah, starting that off with just like 2 little 5Bs. I really like the constant threat that Marvello has with the tightrope.
Yeah.
I think it's very excellently used. And it's not something that we saw on the Chipp that we had earlier in the bracket either.
Exactly.
Tight.
Straight to the glass with the Uzumaki Barrage. We're going to build up the 50 in just one block string. Now you got to worry about the Rekkas. It's Fast RC, Gamma Blade, all mids until we finally tap with the overhead.
So good. Wow, look at the upside down too. Oh, built up enough to do the entire anime super too.
Does Sunset Ryu kill here with the scaling? Oh my god. I believe. I had to say, I was like, no reason to doubt myself here, but still. Sometimes you got the Alpha Blade. It's all you need to close out the round. It's 2-0 for Marvello.
Yeah, that was nice. That was really good stuff. Much more impressive. It made Crispy Cthulhu think more. Are we gonna get? No, is your button wrong? No, it was fine. It was fine.
Oh, okay.
But changing to another gigantic friend.
Actually, you know, I have seen Crispy Cthulhu play Goldlewis, so I shouldn't be this surprised. But
you were kind of upset about it.
Yeah, I was like, wait, we're gonna hop off Potemkin now. But I mean, if you need a little bit more mobility, if you need a different offensive structure to try and shake things up, clearly the Potemkin, while you're able to get around where it works out, we can't bet on that to get a reverse 3-0. So we're going back to over-reliable here. Stomp the yard here with Crispy Cthulhu on this Goldlewis.
Yeah, but you have to be careful because Behemoth Typhoon, the recovery on that went from 1 second to 3 seconds. Yeah. So you have to be very aware of that.
Yeah, it takes quite a bit longer here. Another double wall run normals, hop off the rope, keep the pressure on to the PRC.
All right, yeah, we're gonna go ahead. This is very standard combo routing from Marvello here.
Yeah. All right, our knockdown, we're chilling. We're just trying to, you know, throw out some mids and build up the meter, but all right, BT coming out here for Crispy Cthulhu.
Yeah, this is really good stuff. Okay, so now we're getting, oh my gosh, he's up in the air, he's so far away. Goldlewis cannot figure out where he is.
Looking for these stray 684s. It worked out the one time, but Marvello now looking for the whip punish, just trying to bait out any BT from Crispy Cthulhu, but still the Sansei Ryoga. Okay, I thought it was going to be another 1 HP situation.
I thought so too. That was very, very close. But now we're getting back into this part of the game. See, we're just 1 away from Marvello, which is very impressive. Great gameplay. But holy moly, look at the movement. I'm not seeing a lot of like big things out of Crispy Cthulhu, though. I'd love to see a huge hit, just 1. Ooh. That could be huge, but unfortunately it's huge in the favor of Marvello.
Yeah, we saw the slowdown. We saw no pop-up off of the RC Shockwave, so it's a clean baited burst.
Okay, yeah, the RC, great combo, using the tightrope. I love the upside-down combo. Oh, he did manage to block, though. Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about these clean tightrope conversions. Maybe a little drop in the corner here, but the counter hit far slap should be enough. We send it with the Uzumaki Barrage. It's 3-0 Marvello, taking down the pod, taking down the Goldlewis, and moving on to the next round.
And we get to see Dodo Mazeki.
No, we did. We do.
I love that. I have the
We do get to see Lil Bro.
I got the plushie.
That's the go.
It's great. Yeah, just
as far as the stream matches have been concerned.
That is true. So with Nago, there were some changes that happened in particular with the Blood Rage, which there were big changes that happened with Blood Rage earlier as well. So continuing to try and bring that to a more reasonable place. But yeah, Ooey Gooey back on the stream. I like Lynn, aka Blippy. Blippery. I'll be interested to see what Nago can do. into this. Because, I mean, Uigui is just a really good player.
Yeah. Keeping the pressure on. The Fujins, the RCs, big chillin'. All right, burst out on the Rin. But even off of the Fukio, just getting caught up by 6B. Uigui being locked down. A lot of this meter is being spent on the flawless defense, which is not bad to try and build up some space, but especially when you're never challenging afterwards on the space that you're making, and we have Fujin RC to try and bring you right back in, it's rough.
Yeah, speaking of rough, rough is the life differential right now. I mean, Lin just can't really get anything going, which is very unfortunate. This is the winner's side still, so your opportunity to stay in this bracket is continuing. And to be at the point where you're fighting Uigui, you're doing well, but this is very scary. And now we're finally seeing that blood. Oh, you're about to pop. This is a problem. Yep.
Oh, do we know? Okay.
And yeah, just managed to get the backdash. Oh, Fujin right through. The blood drain is so huge. You put the mask back on.
Yeah, you have to burst to stay alive here. Now we're betting it all on the blood-sucking universe. We pull upset. All right, if I die, I die. That's life. But the scaling of the 222B, even with the RC, we need to break this wall to get game number 1.
Why are Nago players the way that they are?
It
stresses me out, Jason.
We play with 200 confidence when we got 1 HP in the bar. Like, that's life.
You know what? You're so right. You're just right. Accurate.
It's the extra bravery. See, we're playing a lot slower now. I think maybe Lin thinking, all right, I let myself get walked and Fujin down to the corner earlier on. Maybe I need to play a little bit more aggressive, hold my ground a bit more earlier on. But now that's burst out, we get caught out by Nagiha, and we're back to where we started.
Yeah, so just, very strong, confident gameplay once again from Uigui, something that we have seen consistently across the 2 times that we've seen them on screen. As a reminder, they were playing against Frankenfaust earlier, and very, very good match, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that was a 3-1 in the favor of Uigui, which got them to this place. Yeah, Butterfly out.
We sent the tweet. There we go. We knew it wasn't going to be able to kill even with wall break, so just opting to keep the corner. I think is smart there from Uigui. And the slash with the 2S. Round start strong.
Oh, big counter, but a counter in response. Wow, so burst for burst. Now we're not using that resources for a little bit. Do you have a little... That's actually a massive tension gain on the side of Lin.
Yeah.
The thing is, are you going to be able to use it through all of these hits? I'm keeping an eye on that 3rd bar of blood, though.
Look at how much we got off of the anti-air 5P. Uigui now has you in 1-touch territory.
Yeah.
Especially with the reduced damage off of this blood pop.
Oh, he's gonna pop. Oh, this is bad.
Wait it out.
Yeah. Oh, no, did get hit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too early on your punish. Press the button on, too early.
Yeah, 2H didn't net anything. If that 2H had hit, it would have done, good Jesus, tons of damage.
Lin, if you actually bring this round back, 1, you're the go, and 2, that's going to be a mental destroyer here for Uigui.
Oh, gosh, they're gonna pop again. They're gonna pop again.
Yeah. There we go. Not going for the run-up dash block and having to RPS afterwards. We're just going to wait out the burst. And now it's 1 more game up here for Uigui.
That second pop, they were so far away. It was such good punishable range for the Anji. Oh my goodness, yeah. You saw Lin trying to lock in there, fix the glasses, get everything going, because that was actually, I think the first blood pop was fine.
Yeah.
The second one,
yeah, it's diminishing returns, for sure. All right.
That's such a nice way to say it.
And diminishing HP on the side of Lin here. It's looking rough. Caught out. I wonder what we were trying to mash out there for Lin. Maybe a back throw, but either way, gets counter hit for your troubles again. Another double fan. Puts you on set point here for Uigui just to make sure we get the guts crush straight through the Fran procs. It's another perfect.
Oh, doing so well right now. Yeah, Uigui now really in the mental headspace over where Lin is. Okay, Lin is managing to get some good hits in, but you've got to be careful with all of the blood meter. Okay, now it is draining, and that is actually probably a good thing in the side of Lin, just because it was getting a little dicey.
Exactly. The blood is draining, but so is the HP. Now with positive bonus, Uigui pushing you to the corner. All right, I like the early use of the deflect shield, fighting for our way even after the hard knockdown. No!
That was a good counter, but, Uigui is really getting in there, getting the bird once again. Oh, the tap dust is going to do it. Little hesitation on how they wanted to finish that out, but they do indeed. That's what it's like here.
Yeah.
Is you just get a chance to hang out with your friends, play some games, casuals all day. Oh, the JP cosplayer from last year is here. Super excited about that.
Okay.
He won an award last year too. Anyway, great cosplay.
But no zoners to be seen. We're going straight on into it. It's a real fisticuffs battle here. We got Slayer versus Sin, Nuther versus Guess. Now we're sending it with a Beak Driver, just spending all these calories, and 50% already down for Guess. Slayer is a tanky character, but Sin is someone who has no lack of damage.
Sin, I just love that he is 6 years old, canonically, not a brain cell in this boy's body, only hit and food.
He is the buffest second grader I've ever seen in my life. He's doing shot put, he's doing track and field, and he is speed running it down with the perfect right now.
Yeah. So Sin, you know, on launch, not a great character.
No.
Had some very good buffs, had a little bit of nerfs with this patch, but is still incredibly strong. And if you are not familiar with the way that Sin can play now, you're in trouble. And I'm a little curious that that might be the situation for Guess.
Yeah, calorie management I think is a lot harder now. There aren't many ways where you can, you know, kind of have these free stamina cancels, but you get so much more off of some of these specials where, you know, you end up being worth it. You'll see
Look at the
that
Elphelt cosplay.
Y'all are killing it on the drip. I gotta be so for real.
It's so good.
Well deserved in the front row spot.
Yes, definitely.
Front row to game number 2. Going for another Mappa, but he found your Nuther just holding on strong on the defense.
All right. Yeah, okay, finally getting a little bit of something.
Yeah.
This is not, it's not a ton. And there's so much confidence on the side of Nuther. With that throw, you know, Slayer had finally gotten in, but just the confidence to be like, Boop, nope, you don't got it.
Exactly.
And then getting this area shift here as well. Nice stuff. Go ahead, get the overhead.
Okay, clean block from Guess. We don't see a lot of that backdash cancel, but sometimes, you know, just to put it on the mental stack, see if your opponent is a knower, but Nuther pulls up with the 5K for the kill.
Nice stuff. Good counter, and then a nice burst in response. The Nuther just doesn't want to give any of this up, and honestly, with the advantages that you have been having, go for it. Wow, the deflect shield says, deflect what? I am the child!
Yeah, you might have been able to get a little bit more of that in terms of damage, but I like the opt to go for the side swap. Unfortunately, Nuther able to swap up the sides once again, this revolving door of the East Coast corner. But now down on the meter situation, it's BDC, RC. It's the battle of the alphabet, and now it's Pile Bunker Loops.
Battle of the alphabet, you're so right. Yeah, that's one of those sentences that I was mentioning earlier. Okay, big counter hit though, and the overhead as well. The RC comes out. Yeah, good combo confirm. Unfortunately, does drop the very last bit. Is this going to be enough with the RC? It is really well done from Guess.
Wait, Guess is a backdash cancel addict. Like, and I mean that affectionate because it's working out every single time. I think we got like a 70% success rate. And if your opponent isn't looking out for it on their offense, I mean, you might as well keep doing it.
Oh, you definitely should. I think that's one of the biggest things in fighting games, if you don't know, and it works in every fighting game. Until it stops working, until your opponent says that this isn't going to work, keep doing it.
Exactly. Unless you've played this gamer many times and you know they know the RPS, sometimes you got to knowledge check them. You got to test them, and you have to test them with the Far Slash. You got Wild Assault, the Tyrant Barrel, and you have 2 games on the board. A Nuther game.
A Nuther game. Yeah, I love when Sin does their supers just because he's like, I learned this from my grandpa, and I learned this from my dad.
And I learned this from my foster dad. Not the sugar water, but the Tyrant Barrel. It's, you know, there's a lot of damage in this young man's biceps.
Foster dad and grandpa.
That is true. It's a complicated family history, which I'm sure you guys can learn a little bit more if you watch the new Guilty Gear Strive anime coming out soon in the you know, middle of 2025.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Exactly.
I mean, the art of this game is already so prolific. It's got 20 years worth of things to go with, and looking at the animation on the anime coming up, you're like, gorgeous, thank you.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't seen Nago in the trailer just yet, but we'd be remiss not to see him in the beautifully animated side. But here we go. Guess with the character swap already working out super well here.
Yes.
50% down, baits out the burst, or takes out the burst rather. And now taking out all this HP. The 6H kill? Not on Sin.
No. He just went, Mom, Nago's not letting me play the video game.
Yeah, Dizzy's not going to help you here, Sin. I'm sorry. You got to hold your own. Ooh. The 2K getting caught out by backdash Fukio.
Yeah, big hit there. Okay, overhead coming out now. Yeah, big driver! Screaming child.
We actually drove this dude coast to coast. Beak driver, Gazelle step, but stepping up with the 5K. It's
the
shadow
grab whiff.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Still have PRC behind it though. There we go. Anti-air confirm off the coast slash.
All right, great meter and blood management on the side of Guess.
Yeah.
You'd pointed out, I mean, just immediately that this character switch was doing really well.
Yeah.
And I think there you could see that. We are going to jump back in, not going to get a character switch on the side of Nuther, but we're going to get, like you said, a Nuther round.
See it. All right, Wild Assault, just to make sure we get this early wall break, but burst out coming out from Guess. Spending 50 to take 100 off of your opponent's burst gauge is fine for Nuther.
Oh, yeah.
One less resource to have to worry about. Take him over to the corner once again.
Oh, that's big. Okay.
Yep.
I like these adjustments on the side of Nuther. This is very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nago's sitting, you know, just trying to find something. Yeah, testing the space. I'm surprised 2H isn't coming out. That's such a great test, especially for people who are jumping in a lot.
Yeah.
But you're getting, oh yeah, just jumping straight over that sword slash, really expertly done from Nuther, going to take the round. So while that game was good on the side of Guess,
Yeah.
I guess you better fix a couple of things if you want to stay in it.
That's what I'm saying, and I like that you bring this up, right? Nuther slowing down the pace quite a bit because we can see that Guess is kind of going for, you know, a more aggressive dice rolling style to try and bring the fight to Nuther. Now that we're walking it back a little bit, waiting for Guess to build up that blood gauge and then have to risk so much more to try and find another opportunity to get in. It's working out so well. Yeah, even off of this RC, we still have burst.
Just sliding in, and then the overhead, what a slam! This is going to be a big combo. You're going to get the area shift damage. It doesn't even matter. It's going to kill beforehand. Nuther, fantastic adaptations in that game. Because at first, I gotta say that Nago was really oppressive.
Exactly.